We now recall our witness, Mr. Jonathan Gold, founder of the Traveling Talent Explosion, or for the purposes of this hearing, acting head of the Explosion Bus. Pursuant to Rule 6, please remember, sir, that you have previously been sworn in. Now, we've heard in panel after panel about the extent of the crisis unfolding around the globe this year. Mr. Gold, in order to understand your reluctance to assist the United States government...
You mean my enthusiasm?
...in bringing this escalating disaster to an end, we would like to hear, in your own words, a comprehensive background of the explosion bus.
Your questions are going to have to be more specific. I am not a mind reader, although I did try it once professionally in New York City. I stopped because it's just so hard to tell what people are thinking.
Mr. Gold, is it even possible at this point that you don't appreciate the peril that all of us may be in?
With your permission, sir, I would like to finish. Excuse me. After I gave up on mind reading, I went into the low-budget freak show business. We had a bearded man, a mental midget.
Mr. Gold.
We could not afford the Siamese twins. We had two guys with a joint checking account.
I am trying to educate this committee. Look, this is not a difficult question. We're asking you to start at the very beginning.
I apologize. I will try to be more accommodating.
Thank you.
What you're referring to is a June night in the year 2011.
If that is, in fact, the beginning, yes. Thank you.
Every Friday night, Leo Huckstep and I would meet at my apartment, and it was a ritual.
John, I can't tell you how much it means to me that every Friday night you put on such a spread.
You know, it's all the things that you and I both love.
3 kinds of meat.
And I finally got that kind of mustard you like, which I apologize.
I know.
It's taken me so long to find it, but...
No, don't apologize. It's hard to find mustard with capers. And it doesn't escape my attention that a man on your salary put out a 3-meat spread. You're a 3-meat man in a 2-meat town, John.
First of all, thank you for assuming it's a meat.
You are such a wonderful host.
Hosting is something that is
so
second
natural
nature
to you.
Well,
You see, I think, and I'm flattering myself, I think I'm a wonderful guest. But that's easy.
You know, I grew up in a typical Jewish home. Always food on the table. Sometimes it would sit there for weeks. It was disgusting.
You are a hoot.
Sir, I should explain that I did have considerable experience as a professional comedian. But I was, more specifically, as it's known in the education world, a funny teacher. So in that sense, I was a professional comedian. Have you heard of the No Child Left Behind policy? No one? Okay, there are 23 kids in the class. If every week one child gets left behind, at the end of 5 weeks, how many kids are left behind? No one? You didn't pay to get in here. Instead of saying, "Is that an island?" he said, "Staten Island?" Look, I don't need a courtesy laugh. I had my first Cheyenne dream last night.
I hope it was a dream where she won.
Of course she won. I mean, what else could possibly happen to a kid with that much talent? She's on a roll, Leo. I mean, I just...
Every week she's better.
Do you take any credit for the success of Cheyenne? Because the facts are you coached her in 3 different productions. Mm-hmm. You really introduced her to the stage.
But to answer your question, I do take a bit of pride.
And you should.
When she was in 2nd grade, sometimes she'd walk by in character and I'd trip her just to see if she'd get up in character. Cruel? Fine. Say what you want. But the girl, it kept her focused.
And also prepares her for the real world.
Well, I don't think she'll ever be on the real world. I mean, that's not even a scripted show.
We gave her so much.
It was our job.
Yeah.
We didn't do it for recognition.
No, we did it.
We did it for her because we love and support talent.
God, I hope it goes well for her.
I've been having my fingers crossed so much, I look like, there she is.
Oh, my God.
Shh. And she looks fantastic. That's our baby.
It's so not me to guess who just might fall for who. Who's this wistful me here in this wistful room? But at least I'm sure
Cheyenne was not simply because we both taught her. Like the rest of America, we'd lived with this little girl for 8 months as she grew into the greatest performer of our time. This kid was simply everything to us.
Oh, my God. I gotta lay down. That was the best she's ever done.
She really hit it out of the park.
There was no pitchiness.
She was so present.
And she owned that stage.
Wait a second. I want to hear what they say.
Cheyenne. How do you pronounce it? Is it Cheyenne? Not only have you disappointed your fans, the judges, and your family with this most recent performance, I have to say that you've disappointed America. It was the wrong song, the wrong arrangement, the wrong key, and your performance was an embarrassment, sweetheart. I'm embarrassed, and if you haven't already done so, I would suggest that you start thinking about another career, maybe in retail, maybe in wholesale.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
What?
That man is venom.
Why do you have to say that? I mean,
What's creative or constructive about that kind of criticism?
what does it say about our contribution?
I don't think we should take it that personally. They probably didn't mean us when they said whoever trained you didn't know what they were doing.
Why are you getting up? Where are you?
I can't stay here.
So where are you going?
I don't know where I'm going. I guess I'm going to go home. Maybe I don't want you to see me cry.
I've seen you cry, and it's when we saw he's just not that into you. You cried like a baby.
All right, but everyone was crying at that.
Leo, don't go. Maybe this is the night that you and I go out, get a drink.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean to like a beer bar?
I don't think they call them beer bars anymore.
I know what you're doing, trying to get me back in a good mood.
No,
and that ain't gonna happen,
no. I'm not in a good mood either. I mean, I don't know. That was.
It may be the half a beer talking, but I feel worse than I did when we came in here. Let's get another one.
Leo, they made her cry in front of America, and for that they will pay dearly.
We're going to take it out of their skulls, to quote Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront.
Get my lawyer on the phone.
You have a lawyer?
No. But if I did, boy.
What would you say to him right now in your rage?
Oh.
Let's role play. I'll be your lawyer.
Okay.
What would you say right now?
Okay, so,
Yeah, hello, hey, Johnny.
Mort, how's the family?
My older one's on drugs.
Oh, jeez.
Is that okay if I do a little acting while I play your lawyer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me get right to why I'm calling.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you, why can't the wealthiest and most powerful country in the world protect the feelings of a 12-year-old girl?
John, I don't know much about France, but...
Stop with the acting. I mean,
okay.
Could you be a lawyer for 1 minute?
Okay. No, you're totally
right. Let's switch parts. I'll be the lawyer.
You know what I think?
What?
I don't think the role play is working. We're too depressed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Hey, that's ball in hand.
You know what they were, John? Just plain mean.
Any idiot can be mean.
What's that phrase? It takes a village person to find talent.
No, the village people. You think of the village people are talent. It takes a village.
John?
Yeah.
We could be that village.
We could be that village. Is that where you're heading with this?
Yes, exactly.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, why couldn't we? We certainly have the show business know-how. God knows we have the ambition. Who's the greatest director you know?
Oh, that would be you.
I'm not fishing, but thank you.
You need to have seen some of his second grade plays to see what I'm talking about. Leo's work was mesmerizing and, like any great artist, controversial.
I'm standing here in front of the Shady Hill School.
Bobby, walk that bike.
Interviewing Leo Huckstep, who is the drama teacher here. And as you can hear in the background, there's a bit of a hubbub about a play recently put on. Thank you for talking with us, Leo.
My pleasure. It's good to get my message out. I'm the part-time drama teacher here at the school, and I love this place. I love the kids. I put on 6 shows a year.
With what grades?
All with second grade.
Okay.
That ruffles some feathers right there. After second grade, they become mannered.
Mm-hmm. There is picketing going on because of a play that you recently put up. You were doing a show on bullying.
Which is a huge issue.
The title of the play was I'm going to
tell my brother on you.
And
it's
what
a
was
play that deals primarily, its theme is bullying, which is a huge problem in America. America's schools.
Well, I imagine parents would really support the effort.
You would think.
Look at them out here.
I'll give you their point of view. I haven't been blessed with children. I have one of the lowest sperm counts in the state.
I see.
That's a whole other ball of wax. But this play, I adapted, as I do so many of the plays we do here. It's based on a very popular movie with a stunning cast, Inglourious Bastards. Instead of Nazis, we went another way. We went kind of a more fun way, where it's just bullies.
Can you see this from the parents' point of view?
First of all, many of these parents, if not all of them, have no theater background. But I had no idea there were this many German families in town.
So do you think that's what...
Well, I think they're still pretty sensitive about wiping out most of the Jewish race. And all I can say is, thank God summer vacation starts. And who's the greatest host I know?
I hope I'm involved in this.
You!
Oh, that's very sweet.
We could host our own talent show. Okay, maybe the first few weeks it wouldn't be as big as Monster Talent. These people aren't supermen. I'll tell you something we know that they don't know. We know kindness, how to bring talent along to blow on the embers of the young people.
I know we could do it cheaper. I'm not quite sure how we could compete with the money and with...
I'm not saying I have all the answers right now. The school vacation's starting. We could get one of those old converted buses that has rooms in it.
Oh, I love those.
I know you love those.
What do we do with this bus?
We ride in the bus to different cities in this great land of ours, finding our own talent and putting our own...
But you really think we could do this?
Have you noticed the elephant in the room?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's going to take money, not just a village.
It's going to take some serious money.
Fortunately, I put over half of everything I've ever earned away, and it's just lying in the bank.
And how much is that?
$1,500.
I've been having my checks direct deposited from the school system. You know, I knew what my strengths were as a teacher, and my weaknesses, well, to tell you the truth, that subject never really came up.
The trouble is, John, your students' test scores are going down every single year.
That might be true, but very slowly. You know, it's a slippery slope.
Well, that's my point. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, but nobody says that about Mount Everest. The other way to look at it is that the amount of kids who enjoy taking my class is going up, almost in direct proportion to my scores going down. I grade on a curve, and the curve I grade on is going down.
It's a downward curve.
It's a downward curve, and if you had wanted an upward curve, you should have told me that when you hired me. And my kids, they think I'm hilarious, and they...
John, I really don't think so.
Why don't you be the judge? This is a joke I told this morning. You know how Staten Island got its name?
No, I don't.
Well, Columbus and his men were looking for America, and they're sailing, and one of his sailors spots land, and he says...
Staten Island?
Staten Island? You know, the Board of Ed...
John, let's just cut to the chase. What's your net worth, my friend?
$2,500.
Okay.
That's $40,000 right there.
No, it's not $40,000. It's more like it's less than $40,000.
Okay, let's start there.
Well, you think that would be enough money to get this thing up and...
Absolutely, because I think that in any great idea...
John, while you were saying whatever it was you were just saying, I was working on a napkin. I come up with a tote.
Yeah.
Between you and I, it's $5,000.
So maybe this is... Maybe it's not enough money, and maybe this is not...
This dream's over, John.
It was a good dream.
It was a great dream.
Leo, we had a dream. It was great, but it's over. What we're doing now is just torturing ourselves. We're being masochists.
Light bulb time.
What's going on?
Now, hear me out. Don't poo-poo it.
Okay.
One word. Burton.
Oh, my God.
Huh?
I can't believe I didn't think of it.
It doesn't matter. Don't beat yourself up. I thought of it.
I think we should call him tonight. Is that crazy?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't spoken to him in over 15 years. And then when we did know him, we treated him like crap.
So your testimony is that Burton St. Clair was introduced to the business right from the beginning.
That is correct. Leo and I walked to his estate that very night. I guess the word estate kind of gives it away.
And in what frame of mind did Burton St. Clair receive you?
I would say he was surprised, grateful, a little tired. It was...
Would you say...
Sir, if I might digress, I just have to say that it is wonderful to be in Washington, D.C. Take a moment to give yourselves a nice round of applause just for being the legislators that you are. And if I could further beg your indulgence, Columbus and his men are sailing towards the United States. One of them spots a piece of land. He says Staten Island, and I'm pretty sure that's how it got its name.
Mr. Gold, you're apparently a very amusing man, and apparently the crowd here is appreciative of your sense of humor. But may I remind you that people are dying. Is that funny to you?
No, not to me, but you have to understand I'm a professional comedian, and I have pretty high standards. How's everybody doing? Hang on to that shirt. It's going to come back, sir. This is my big chance to get to know you guys before you know who shows up, Mr. Party Pooper.
He's talking.
Hey, why do senators always go to the bathroom in pairs? You ever notice that?
Why is he talking?
Good evening, may I help you?
Hi, we're here to see Burton.
Whom may I say is calling?
John Gold and Leo Huckstep.
Gentlemen.
I cannot believe you guys are here. I mean, how long has it been?
Oh, too long.
Years.
It's been much too long.
It has, hasn't
How
it?
did we let that happen?
I don't know.
Where we were like the
I mean, I reached out to you over and over again.
That's how we let it happen.
Yeah.
We didn't reach back.
You, yeah, I mean, you too.
Huh?
The cool guys, huh? I mean, you were the cool guys. I mean, weren't you?
We were all right.
Maybe this guy. But you were also pretty cool.
To us, you were the cool guy. And
hey, you know what? That's the past. I'm just glad you're here now.
I was afraid that you would think that if I made any gesture towards you, it was all about money.
Oh, no.
This enormous...
Well, it's intimidating.
yeah, it is.
It
It
is.
was a little intimidating.
We were from the other side.
I mean, I am enormously wealthy.
As a matter of fact, well, forget it. Never mind.
Well,
No.
what is it?
One of the things I remember about you, Burton, is you have a head for business, and I don't want to...
It's a gift. It's like a musical talent.
Yeah.
I don't want to lead you on, but we need you now.
Really?
Yeah.
I am pretty business savvy.
You are. Well, tell me about it. Long story short, Department Burton, we have a concept. We have a lot of people want to put money into it, but you go to family first.
Right.
It's called, look at me.
Right.
All right, look away a second.
Okay.
The Traveling Talent Explosion.
I love it. I absolutely
Yeah, I knew it.
love it.
I know it.
What is it?
Well, how would you...
Hello?
Mrs. St. Clair? Tell me that's not your real voice, please.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm calling about my son, Jonathan Gold. He will not be able to attend Burton's birthday party this year.
Didn't this happen last year?
Right, same thing as last year. You know, you get to a certain age, in my case, 8, and you just have so many things going. Oh, this is my father speaking.
We know how to find talent. We know how to inspire people.
I think what John's trying to say, if I may put words in your pants for a second, John, is that we don't have money.
Right.
You know.
It's like you're dealing with a startup.
We need someone to start it up, right?
That's right. I'll tell you what we do know. It's what we don't know.
I gotcha.
And that's why we came to you.
Yeah, business model, right?
Exactly.
Right. I'm just going to throw this out there.
You heard the money part.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I actually have access to
That's not why we came here.
a lot of funds.
We came to visit.
I understand that what I'm saying to you is this is something I want to be part of.
Did you hear what Burton said a minute ago? He said, if you want to start a business, you have to start it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say it again. Say it slow.
Hey, if you want to start a business,
yeah,
you want to you got to start a business.
No, you said it better before.
Right.
Forget it. Just
start it up.
Talk about the money you get.
Money, yours. Talent search, right? Yeah.
All 50 states, by
all
the way, not just the 46 originally.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you going to get around?
We're gonna get a bus. We're gonna
This is fantastic.
If you thought for 1 minute you thought we were here just for the money.
No. I think this is great.
I'd bend you over and I would give you. How much do you think you'd give us, really, right now? I mean, let's say, or not.
Whatever. I mean, we'll talk about specifics later. But
yeah,
I mean,
let's
back
talk
to the
about
bus thing. I mean, I am just so excited to be on this bus with you guys, traveling around this country.
And Johnny had a great idea about not bringing you to. But with the good.
Oh, I got to be there.
But the good not bringing you.
You need access to a high-speed connection.
Oh, I got all the cell phones, all that.
We want to be out there in the field.
Right.
Thinking that you're back in the command center, the Pentagon of
the command center.
In the
big table.
Wheeling and dealing like
wheeling
we do.
And dealing.
You know, I feel like we've sort of rekindled this friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost don't want to jeopardize it by
having you around.
Yeah.
You know, it totally makes sense to me, guys.
Why do I find it so hard to believe that Burton St. Clair was so quickly talked into financing your dream to create a nationally broadcasted talent show?
First of all, don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You strike me as a very bright young man, and I think... how old are you, by the way? I'm in my mid-30s, which is... Look, Burton came up with our entire business plan. He's very good at it. I cannot believe this is an actual... It's a Steinway.
Gorgeous.
Well, Burton, do you have a friend over?
Yeah, a couple of guys came over to see me, talk some business.
Well, good for you.
Okay, hanging out.
That's one. I was the one who said it. If you lost weight, people would like you more.
Appreciate it.
It's just more attractive. Look at Emily. Look what she's done with her weight. You see what I'm saying?
Emily's great. Beautiful woman.
All right, now. Don't let anyone touch my piano.
No, sir.
Hey, John, before we bring in this lovely young lady, let me just tug your sleeve for a second. We have to impress her that we really know what we're doing, that we're seasoned businessmen, okay?
I'm not going to lie to her.
It's not lying. It's putting up a false front.
Okay, well, I'm ready to do that.
Hello?
Mitch.
Hey, John.
Mitch, did I catch you at a bad time?
No, it's a great time.
Okay, Leo and I are about to go into a meeting, and we really need to impress this woman.
You guys, you're always up to something.
We're hoping you can give us a call just as we're walking into the meeting and pretend to be our agent.
Ah, okay. I know. I see what you're asking. Okay, yeah. So I give you some good news.
That's kind of what these guys do. They give you good news, and they exaggerate.
I'll say I have good news, and I have great news.
You know what? That's perfect. I think they really say that in Hollywood.
Sounds fun. I don't really know much about show business and agents. I don't really know.
You know what, Mitch?
I can go online. I can do some research. I can Google some things. I am a real estate agent, so it can't be that different.
I didn't even think of that.
You know, as I hear myself talk, I'm kind of thinking like an agent. We'll have some fun.
But first, a few questions about your background and what you would bring to the party. Right.
Well, my name is Katie, and I am an artist, but I'm also interested in doing some production work. So when I saw your ad, I jumped on it.
What is your blood type?
Really?
We bleed very easily. You should know that up front.
Okay. I actually don't know my blood type.
Well, it's a good thing to know, first of all, in general.
I should look it up. You're right.
It's a good thing to know. But maybe next time prepare more for a meeting.
I'm sorry.
No.
What do you think? Are we nuts? Are we inspired?
No, I've seen that show on TV, Monster Talent, and it just makes me so sad. I watch it, and the people on it, the judges are just so mean. And to work with two men such as yourselves who are everything I think of as show business, you know, you wouldn't even have to pay me to work with you guys.
No one's asking anyone to work for free, but it's thank you.
And can you drive a stick shift?
Yes, I can.
I feel like we need to just talk about this for 1 second privately.
Yeah. Do you want me to go into another room?
Probably outdoors is a little bit.
I like that she thinks of us as the professionals that we are. The fact that she's willing to work for next to nothing. What about you?
I like the fact that she can drive a stick shift.
Should we ask her back in now?
And when she does come back in, Leo, let me do the negotiating because I just want to keep her off balance a little bit. Hey, Katie, you want to come back in?
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, and Leo, of course...
Oh, damn it. You got the job.
You got the job.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
Girlfriend, you are going on the road.
Thank you so much, boyfriend.
Katie, you're going to have to excuse me for 1 second. This might be our agent. And I'm going to put it on speakerphone so Leo can hear too.
John, Leo, it's Slick Mitch. What's going on?
Oh, Mitch, everything is good. Everything is good on this end.
I got a question. I need to set up a meeting for you with Brian Grazer.
You know, if you could push it back just a couple of days, that would be great. I don't want to waste his time, and I certainly don't want to waste my time, so...
Yeah, he wants to shave your balls so that Ron Howard can suck your dick. That's how brilliant your motherfucking script is.
Leo, how do I get this thing off the speaker? I don't even know what half those words mean.
So, I'm guessing that Burton St. Clair's first infusion of cash went toward your bus.
No, actually, we got the bus for free. It's just dumb luck.
You got lucky and found a free bus.
Senator, good things come from tragedy.
Excuse me?
One moment we need our own converted liveaboard bus. Hours later, we happened to read about a senseless tragedy involving apparently a delightful pair of elderly runaways. And bang, we have a bus, basically for free.
Here we go again.
Let me give you the grand tour.
Great.
Let me pipe you aboard.
Aye, aye.
This is the ladies' room and the men's room. We only have one. It's a 3-flusher because
Triple
otherwise
flush.
it's
I gotcha.
Over to the right here is my room, the jungle room I call it.
Ooh.
It gets a little wild in there. It's neither here nor there. John's in there. He's got one of his migraines. He always gets one just before a great idea.
Where's my room?
Here's kind of the main entertainment area.
I'd love to see my room.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
The door doesn't open all the way, so you're going to have to scooch in there a
Oh,
little
yep.
bit. Yeah.
I just fit. It's perfect.
It's great, isn't it?
Perfect.
Is that mattress okay?
Leo, do you know what this smell is?
Oh, yeah. Well, the previous owners of this bus they had a suicide pact, and they died in the bus. Next question? Any
People
other question?
killed themselves in my room?
Well, killed themselves is a loaded phrase.
That's so sad.
Here's kind of a kicky thing. You see this little crank? You crank it, and it makes like a little awning, and you could get one of those tubes of cheese.
Oh, that sounds
crackers
nice.
down here. Hey, Burton! Coming to see us off, huh, B-Man?
It's the B-Man.
He calls himself the B-Man.
I do.
He's our money guy. He's got our back. This fellow
Hi,
right here.
I'm Katie.
Hi, very nice to meet you.
I am John and Leo's assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Well, I guess you're my assistant too, then.
Well, in a manner of speaking, why the suitcase?
For the trip.
For the bus to be on with it, so you have clothes.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, I'm.
Huh?
I'm just mess. I was just seeing you guys off. I didn't think I was gonna.
What?
I know you guys are.
No. Hey, man.
There's actually nothing in the suitcase.
No,
at all.
come
I'll
on.
just,
Get over here. Give me
you
some sugar. Give me some sugar. Give me some sugar.
All right, Daddy needs some sugar for the B-Man.
Some B-Man. You gotta come. Are you kidding? It wouldn't be a party.
No,
like-
no, I'm not.
No.
I'm gonna...
We don't have a room like.
Right.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
But we do have a Ford Escort that we're towing in the back.
Yeah.
It's like a dinghy. That's going to be your private reserve back there with your computer and.
Oh,
your...
I got my computer back
Yeah,
there?
man. You're going to be kind of
That's
on a...
home base. This is gonna. You won't even know I'm there. This is gonna be
Okay,
so
promise?
awesome.
Hello?
Mitch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you killed today. That was
Was I good?
You nailed it.
Was I real?
I wish I could show you the expression on her face.
Thank God.
She just didn't know what to say. I think the trick is the next time we do this, maybe you want to tone it down just a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Tone it down?
Well, just...
okay.
You know, I know you had a vision about the way you were playing this part.
I just feel that Slick Mitch...
There's some things you just don't want to hit them quite so head on.
I can definitely try it that way. I feel that Slick Mitch is kind of... He never tones it down. That's sort of his thing. He can't turn it off. That's why he's such an animal. So I get what you're saying.
You know, I spent a little more time than you have and working with professionals.
I fucked up, didn't I? I knew I was pushing or out of my comfort zone or something.
You did a great job. You really did.
I knew I was going to screw this up for you guys. You guys are so talented, and I
Compare yourself to us. We're in a different league. That's not fair to you.
I always mess this kind of thing up for you. Fuck.
All right, now, how long was it from the time of your bus acquisition until your first talent audition?
I want to say, I don't know, a day, almost a full day.
One day.
I admitted we were not well prepared for the audition. For example, Katie, our assistant, was also our videographer, and she didn't have a real video camera, but her cell phone had a pretty good camera in it.
One day.
It sounds crazy when you say it. I'm John.
Right.
This is Leo.
How do you do? Thank you so
Hi.
much for having us in
This-
your home. My, what a
is
lovely,
amazing.
really nice of you to have us in.
Do you mind if we set up some microphones in here? Would that be all right?
Fine,
And a camera. We want to make this as convenient for you as possible. So, so Tanya, tell me what exactly it is that you do.
I'm an observational comedian.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
So you just take things that everybody sees and just
everyday stuff, give it a twist. Seinfeld. Yeah, he's observational.
Stephen Wright.
Yeah, they're all men.
Yeah. Phyllis Diller.
Thank
What
you.
kind of venues do you work at?
The subway
Mm.
station. We have two.
The rest, you have two subways?
Yeah.
Right here in Albany?
Yeah. There's a comedy scene here, but I haven't seen it.
Marvelous.
Look, give this lady some room.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever noticed how men only think about themselves? I mean, what is that? You know how guys always leave the toilet seat up? What is that?
Tanya, darling, don't be thrown by the fact that we were laughing.
No, you're right. We don't laugh because we're too.
I won't insult your intelligence by saying you're talented. Okay? I won't, because you're too smart a lady.
Yeah, I know.
I will tell you that it wasn't. I'm not going to say it wasn't good, because that makes it sound it's so negative. And don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah, okay.
Take it exactly the way you think I mean it.
I'm not the one who sucks. It's camera over there. I'm backlit. How do you expect me to
So
shine?
you think
when
the
can't
toilet
even-
seat thing would have worked with better lighting? Is that what you're saying?
I know so.
Katie, could you do me a big favor and get my clipboard? I left it on the bus. Thank you so much. Do you think you could do this any better?
Let's pretend for a minute that
yourself.
Katie has no feelings.
Hey guys, let's not push it. The truth is, she does have feelings.
Okay, behind me, there's an open shade. Do you know what you're going to see in the camera? A black face.
She's right about that.
Well, we don't want to.
That makes anyone look and sound stupid.
Tanya, do you have any experience in cinematography, or?
What do you think I've been doing for the past 5 years?
Looking around here, it's very hard to tell what you've been doing.
Maybe John and I should talk.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes here, but we've hired this wonderful young woman who's clearly there are things that she could learn from you. The question is, are you willing to help her?
Obviously, I want to know and what sort of hours we're talking about.
You would be traveling with us from one city to the next, trying to find talented people for the show.
I mean, we're all doing this out of the love of talent.
Is there anything in your life here in Albany that you wouldn't be willing to leave behind?
Not one thing.
Would you be willing to leave in an hour?
I could actually leave a lot sooner than that. Hey, camera girl, no hard feelings, huh? I'll pack up this equipment. You can pack up the fridge.
Tanya, can you look behind us for 1 sec? Is that a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Should we be afraid?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of a guy carrying a gun. What I am afraid of is being shot by a guy who's carrying a gun.
I'm wondering if we could audition your son for our show. We saw his name in your local paper that... Excuse me, I have to hide my phone. There's a police car.
It's so good to get away from that crazy guy.
Tanya, why would you describe this guy as crazy?
He just tried to shoot me.
Give me another one.
I told him I don't like children, so he goes out and gets a mastectomy.
First of all, it's called a vasectomy, and the man does it as a gesture of love.
Yeah.
Anybody who would, have something cut so near the entertainment center... Or,
You should shut the fuck up.
I got my mother's picture in my wallet, Tanya, and I don't appreciate it.
My father's wanted a spot here since he was about knee-high,
And where do they live?
they live, Beijing, Taiwan.
Oh, wow. Good Olympics.
Yes.
Congratulations
very
on
good.
that. What do you do, Zach?
I sing the Great American Standards,
Mhm.
currently doing them in the style of Frank Sinatra.
Ah, my hero.
I
Let me ask you a question. Were you born in this country?
was not.
Okay. I didn't think people who were not born in this country could do songs in the style of Frank Sinatra. I
I
thought that was
was
some sort of
interesting
legal thing.
Oh.
Because he's such an American. But all right, you'll look into that for us.
Well, I am an American citizen.
Oh, well, okay.
Is there a particular song you wanted to sing for us?
I prepared 3. Would you like...
What are
A
the
love
thr-
song.
A love
Oh,
song.
sorry, John.
Listen to Katie.
Sorry,
You are a very good-looking man. I mean, you I'll say that, and I'm as straight as they come.
Well, I have the Duke Ellington, I Got It Bad and That Ain't Good.
Guys, can we let Zach sing now?
You must do pretty well with the ladies, my friend. side.
I dabble
Come
here,
on.
dabble
You
there.
are doing well with this one.
Oh, you
And what a
kids wanna get
lovely
a
one
room?
indeed.
Oh, got a bus.
We may not know a lot, but we know about show business.
You guys are tremendous.
Oh.
I mean, really.
Stanley Kramer had to pay for his own insurance because they weren't sure Spence would last the
That's
whole
what I'm talking
movie.
about. Who would even know that? You're 35 years old. How do you know these things?
First of all, I'll be 35.
Sorry.
Second of all, I am a student of theater.
I think you're a professor.
Well, I just happen to be well endowed, Adam.
No, well informed.
Well, that's different.
Oh.
Everybody, attention, please. We are going to watch the rushes here on my cell phone.
What are the rushes?
They're like the dailies.
Emma and Gwen Daly?
You're thinking of the dailies.
He doesn't know what rushes are.
Yeah, the Dalys who,
No, this
who
is-
bought that house from the Indian.
No, this is...
The Rushes used to live closer to the school.
No.
That was amazing.
That's good.
It was actually really good.
boy.
Solid.
Yeah,
You got it in the can.
Yes.
I was impressed.
He's trying to inhabit the person that was Frank Sinatra.
Big question here. What's going to happen with these auditions?
Tanya, it's so simple. We're recording them.
So America can be aware of all this wonderful talent.
Great. How's America going to see it, dickwad?
We don't say D-wad anymore.
Yeah, it's giving the other dickwads a bad name.
And if you will, please, madam, put a quarter in the dickwad jar.
How's America going to see it?
That's better.
You hit the on button. How hard can that be?
Turn on what?
Legitimate question.
Yeah, she's making a...
Very valid point.
Yeah, is
Very,
that... It's not...
very. We have not given one iota of thought.
Okay, I'm going to go back to my boyfriend with a shotgun.
Tanya,
Don't even joke about that. You can do better than that.
Tanya, we have made the assumption from the very beginning that if we make something wonderful, which we are, it won't be that hard to get it out there.
I just always assumed that it would be on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, fine, internet. But bottom line, we're going to want a good time slot.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not how it
Yeah.
works.
You're thinking of television.
The internet's sort of always there, always on. And
Well, then what's your lead in?
Leo, this is why we are surrounding ourselves with young, hip people, because they have a...
He's the same age as us.
Yeah, but he's...
I'm an idiot because they don't make TV Guide anymore.
Well, I guess
no,
the thing
no
is...
one's calling you an idiot. I'm just saying...
Why don't you make the internet your best friend?
All right. Moving forward, we're going to need a really sophisticated IP address.
I'll clear the domain name.
You know, that would be our web address. It would same as going to a house, only you're going to that place on the internet.
I hope you understand that Leo and I ultimately are going to pick the name that works for us.
Of course.
There's a hierarchy.
Yeah, well, as long as that domain name that you choose isn't taken yet.
That's a good point. I'll tell you what. I'm going to try to find an inexpensive host for
Start
our
with a
site.
1-year contract. We might want to switch it up in a few years.
And we definitely should not do our own UI design.
Right.
Duh.
You are in the learn by doing stage of this whole thing?
Yeah, that was a test.
You guys are awesome.
I'm sure you can tell by the look on my face that I believe you.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. You did this for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, it was not easy just sitting here. And
We could have figured out a domain name.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
This is exactly what teamwork should be. This is what working...
I'm just so grateful we're dry.
I love warm rain.
Long day, huh?
Yeah.
You just jump in like you've been doing this all your life, and you bring so much to the table. Enthusiasm, energy, a sense of propriety. How do you say the word?
Propriety?
Do you have any cash on you? No, I was just kidding. Kid. I like to kid around. You know that about me.
That's funny.
But
it's a funny joke.
well,
you and Leo are just so...
I think it's letting up.
I mean, I love you both. Whoops. L word.
That's okay. I'm. You're so. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I'm getting all.
That's really sweet.
I don't know if you noticed that path. Just as you're.
The dirt one?
Yeah, and I don't know if you feel like it, but I'm kind of curious where it takes you.
Oh yeah, I love to go for a walk.
What time are you wearing a watch?
I am. Yeah,
What
it's
time
about
have you got?
9:05.
I should probably call it a night because.
Oh, What?
I have so much on my plate, and so I can get a good night's sleep because.
Sure. Well, maybe another time then. We can.
We
on
can
the pass.
certainly. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. We have a whole.
I'll be there with bells on.
I'm sorry, Dad.
So, you're also named Burton. That's great.
Yes. Interesting story how that happened.
Really?
Yeah. What I did, in fact, was to name my son after me, if you follow. He even spells it the same way.
Isn't that how I get it. You are so smart to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, we're very, very wealthy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
So, you're involved with Little Burton's startup company?
Yes, he is wonderful. You must be so proud.
He's Little Burton. I'm Big Burton. That's how we differentiate between, when people talk to us, that's the difference between us. We say little. If you want me, you say Big Burton. It's just, it works out.
Well, Little Burton is doing a great job, and I'm sure it has something to do with you, so I was thinking it would be really great if you could maybe give him a call. I think he's feeling a little homesick, and he thinks so highly of you.
A call. What sort of things would be said on this call?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe just, you could tell him he's doing...
You know what? Leave that to me. I'll have my group work up something. They're professional. Christ almighty, what I'm paying them. At least they can just come up with a phone call. What sort of position do you have?
Immigration.
Come in.
Woo! That's good. Listen, John, I'm not here just to visit, although I was missing you. Well, it's cozy. And it's a firm mattress. Anyway, I'm kind of concerned about the domain name,
It's actually called the domain name.
The domain name.
I've been thinking about it. It's really... It has to describe the very thing that we're doing.
I didn't have the slightest idea what you're talking about.
I think
what are your thoughts about the domain name?
Yeah, so we want to attract a crowd. And when I say a crowd, I'm talking about hundreds of people. When I say
There are that many people who are into this?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Okay.
What do you think of this one?
Go.
Talent show on a bus across America.com.
Uh-huh. It's great, but it's a little on the nose.
How about this?
Go.
Why do you say go before...
You know what? Maybe I should come back another time.
I want to have this conversation.
Okay. Hey, Johnny, are you okay? You got that faraway look.
No, I'm having an epiphany. Oh. Give me 1 second here because it's coming to me in
Go
pieces. Ahead. Explosionbus.com.
Why? Why does it work so well?
I had another great idea.
You know what? It's great that you came up with that epiphany, but I have my own epiphany a minute ago.
Can we come back to your epiphany?
We didn't come back to your epiphany.
Okay.
I think we need a subtitle on it. Let's not forget what started this whole glorious project.
You mean we got fired?
No. You got fired?
I thought we both got fired.
No, I took a sabbatical.
So did I.
Okay, so here's the subtitle. We got to come down hard on monster talent. I mean, I don't use the word evil, but we got to show that they're the anti-talent.
They are.
So can we put a subtitle, kind of brackets under your epiphany and put my epiphany?
Thank you for reminding me why we're doing this, because...
Not to diminish your epiphany at all.
No. Listen to this. Explosion Bus. No more monster talent.
I like that because it just puts them on notice, man.
It's not just bringing them down, it's bringing America up.
That's right.
We have to protect Cheyenne and every Cheyenne in America.
You're going to say, hey, cornball, but I really like who we are right now. And the great thing, this is the result of two epiphanies.
It's my epiphany and your bracket, and I think that made for a great idea.
That's what I'm saying. It was two epiphanies.
Okay.
Should we go wake Burton up right now? I'm too excited to sleep. I know that.
We got to celebrate. This is really brilliant.
know that
I think you're just tired.
Sometimes
when I was
late
in-
at night.
Guys,
When I was at
guys,
summer camp,
You're in that dark.
Guess
I was
what?
held down by the councils and they
Perfect.
Guess
shaved my
what?
legs.
What you're saying.
Burton, I'm going to stop you right there. I love this kind of guessing game, and if you could just give me one hint.
He's amazing when he does this.
Yeah, game. Okay, so here's my hint.
Okay.
Okay, I just heard from a very important person.
Watch how he does this. I don't know how he does
Okay,
it.
this could be anybody.
Go.
I'm going to need just one more hint.
Okay, he left a phone message.
Dr. J.
Britney Spears.
No.
Tom Brady.
Nope.
D.B. Cooper.
Madonna.
George Maharis.
No.
Bruce Willis.
The Shirelles.
No.
Come on, guys.
George Clooney.
Anne Blythe.
Tom Cruise.
No. You know what? Never mind.
Bob Cousy.
Never mind.
Oh,
Okay, Burton.
Jeepers
This is
crackers.
not fair to you.
I'd love to hear it.
This is obviously an exciting call you got, and you want to share it with us, so we're not letting you. So,
Will Rogers Jr.
Leo.
Sorry.
You guys, I cannot stay mad at you.
Yes.
All right, I just got a call from my dad.
Oh, Burton, that's
Oh,
wonderful.
that's really wonderful.
That's
so
John, isn't that
is-
great?
Oh, someone kill me now.
Does your phone have speakerphone? Put it on.
Big Burton, little Burton, I have decided to surprise you with this call. You're doing a bang-up job. In closing, your mom and I, we miss you and we miss you on the tennis court. Shit, let me say that better. We miss you and we miss you on the tennis court, particularly Jose. Tell him to hold on. This is Big Burton. It was very nice talking to you. Jesus, do you see me? I have a...
You know what? He really does sound important.
This is just really wonderful.
Right?
So, what did you hear?
You know, you listen carefully and you read between the lines, and you know what I hear. I love you, little Burton.
Exactly what I'm hearing.
Or, you know, he's a little lower, so I love you, little Burton. He can't really do his voice, but I hear it. I love you.
I heard it.
I can't do this.
You are going to sleep like a baby tonight. If you weren't
And did you
before.
hear the part about Jose?
Sir, may I come in?
You're already in.
And that is true. I wanted to show you something on the web.
You wanted to show me something on the web.
Yes, I wanted to show you something on the web.
Go down at the end.
At the end of the couch.
At the end of your sentences.
So, I should...
Tell me what you just told me, only go down at the end.
I wanted to show you something on the web.
And yes, what do you have to tell me?
I was doing a search on your name, like I do every night, and I found this site. This site has a line in it that I thought you should know about. It says, "We hate Wilson."
Really?
Yes?
Who, Jason, who hates me?
The website says, "No more monster talent."
What's the name of the website?
It's called explosionbus.com.
What do you mean? Explosion on a bus?
Wilson, would you like an Altoid?
No, thank you. Do you know how many sites there are about me, Jason? Do you know?
No, sir.
No one knows.
That's a good point, sir.
It is a good point.
Yes, sir.
Never tell me about a silly little site like that. Do you understand?
I understand.
You've been a very, very big help, and now I want you to get Brian Grazier on the phone. Can you do that?
I'm going to get Brian Grazier on the phone.
Down.
Phone.
Down at the end.
Phone.
Speaking for myself and my associates, I resent being required to wear an ankle bracelet.
We have no choice but to consider you a flight risk.
Me? Absolutely not. The highlight of my day is speaking to this remarkable group.
With respect, you are not here to speak or to entertain us. The truth is quite the opposite.
You mean you're here to entertain me?
Mr. Gold, to the agenda at hand, you claim that the explosion bus has provided a critical national service. How on earth can you justify...
You know, one of my inspirations was the late Martin Luther King Jr. and his wonderful speech, if I'm not mistaken, right across the street from here. And often I wonder how different the world would be if his dream had been the one where you're naked in school.
This is the anticipated emergency response drill. The Sergeant-at-Arms will now escort all legislators to the secure and spacious emergency underground sanctuary. Everyone else is asked for their safety to sit quietly on the floor of the cloakroom until you hear otherwise.
You should know that I am allergic to certain kinds of carpeting. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to get back to you a little later. I'm about to run a big meeting.
Hey, Captain Johnny. What's this big meeting all about?
How about just Johnny?
Okay, what's the big meeting about?
I've been thinking about the show, and I wanted to call a meeting, so I did.
Here's a what if. Do you want to run it by me first, your concerns, and then...
What if instead of doing that, I just do it when they arrive so it's fresh for everybody, including you?
What I love about it is obvious. What worries me is...
Can we agree to talk about it a little later so it doesn't...
To be a stickler, but if we could just keep the receipts. You buy lunch and you get a receipt.
I paid for my own lunch. I don't understand why I need to give you my...
It's just good business, Tanya.
So is he going to pay me back for my grilled cheese?
No, you just keep the receipt so that you know you bought grilled cheese.
Thank you, Katie.
I'd like to welcome everyone to our first full company meeting, and...
What John's saying, I think, is that he wants to welcome everybody formally.
I'd like to welcome Tanya. I'd like to welcome...
Here.
Do you know that's a good idea? A roll call?
Jesus.
How about if I call your name and you say either...
You can see us sitting here?
Tanya, it's important because I have to write down who's here and who's not here.
It's just a roll call.
So I'm going to call out your name, and if you're here...
Well, I guess what John wants me to say is that we're both happy you're here. Together.
We are happy you're here.
We're happy you're here.
And who is here?
Johnny, do you want to take the reins of the stagecoach right now?
I think I got him.
Are we still doing roll call?
Yeah. Katie?
Here.
Tanya? Burton?
Hooah.
And Leo.
Hooah.
I just would like to note the absence of one person.
Who's that?
If you say me, I'm going to come out swinging.
I have a check mark next to Tanya's name.
Thank you.
Put a check next to my name as well, even though I'm running this meeting.
Yes.
I've been thinking a lot about the show. The first thing is, I think every week we should be in another one of these 50 states. And who do we record? Everyone with talent.
Don't try to talk us out of it, because we really came to this decision just before the meeting, and we were...
I guess that's a mission statement I just gave.
Mission accomplished.
That's amazing.
Nailed it.
Here's another thing that we were thinking, actually, it was my thought. We want to put the searchlight on anyone who was personally hurt by Wilson's critique.
He's mean.
Can anyone tell me, what is the show? What is it? What is it going to... What are you doing?
John, why don't you feel that one?
Tanya, thank you. I was just about to get to that. We're going to put up a new show on our site every week.
What is the show?
Whatever the show is or isn't, we need a good time slot.
Remember, we explained the internet doesn't have time slots, and...
Well, we're going to have an on-camera host, and I'm not going to say who that person is yet.
And I'll tell you something, the host is the glue. He's the engine. A voice very similar to mine, probably.
Jason, the Turkish production of Monster Talent doesn't need... All right, perhaps they do. Hold it. I'm trying to think here. Remember last week you were talking to me about something, an exploding talent organization, something like that? Oh yeah, Explosion Bus. That's it. I'm not bothered by their criticism. I'm a professional, Jason. A professional isn't bothered by criticism. I have little to no interest in discussing this exploding group any... Yeah, I brought it up, but I don't have any interest in discussing this. Nevertheless, I want you to find out the name of their top person, my counterpart, but a little bit beneath, because as you know, there's no real counterpart for me.
I think the only fair way to pick a host is to do a vote. Each of you is going to write down your choice for who you would like to see as the host of our show.
We don't have to pick someone in this room.
It's one of us.
Before we vote, I'd like to just give everybody $20. I'm just kidding.
Okay, everyone, just write someone's full name on the piece of paper.
Yay!
This is not just a game.
Sorry.
This is about our future.
We have a winner. Our winner is John.
I'll go to hell.
This is not the time for bitterness. This is the time for...
Just curious, what was the count?
John got 4.
At least I got 1, that's not bad.
No.
What about co-host?
We weren't voting for co-host.
Well, this is great. I mean, John is going to be the host. He's going to welcome people.
And Leo, while we're on air,
Yeah.
you can sit right next to me.
Well, that's all I meant. Co-host.
It's more like a seating arrangement.
Fine, we have a host. Who's judging the acts? What is this show?
There are no judges. We don't judge. That's the whole point. We let America judge.
Oh, my God.
This is awesome.
Guys, okay. We don't judge until the end. The last episode of each season, we'll have a huge event.
Run by the co-host?
No.
Oh.
We let the world judge all of the talent for the grand winner.
Oh, Katie, that is very good.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
What John's trying to say is that he and I both...
You go out of your way to paint a picture of life aboard the bus as just an innocent romp across the country.
Well, that's just because I love to travel so much. Although, you know, I did decide recently to cut back on the traveling because maybe 2 weeks ago I found myself at a Radio Shack at 8 a.m. in St. Louis telling the manager how much I like the layout.
How do we rein this guy in?
I'd like to just take this moment while the senator is chatting.
Can I hold him in contempt for grandstanding?
Have you noticed that the senator's accent changes from southern to eastern, back to southern?
Why did you never report that the rear window of your bus was destroyed by a vicious shotgun attack?
That was just Brad's way of letting off a little steam.
Will you please explain to this hearing who this Brad fellow is?
Our videographer, Tanya, has known Brad for years, and they had what I would call a passionate relationship.
You were afraid of him, weren't you?
I don't think I was afraid of him. I don't think that's the right way to put it. I do have some fears. I have this fear that a lot of Americans suffer from, and that's agoraphobia. I'm afraid of Al Gore. You remember him? I think he used to work here, actually.
You had no thought of calling the police when you discovered that Brad was secretly following your bus?
I grew up watching reruns of TV shows like The Rifleman,
Chuck Connors,
Gunsmoke.
James Harness.
Those guys were my role models that, unlike my own father, would not have been afraid to confront my mother.
I love those shows.
There's a rock candy factory in this town, and they do tours.
That sounds like something that I would really enjoy doing.
You know what, Tanya? I know you're being sarcastic, but I don't even care right now.
You know, Katie, it seems like such a great idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to bow out. I'm feeling a little... I hope you forgive me, and I don't want to...
No need to apologize. Not like it was a date or anything.
Who's taking the streetcar name defensiveness?
I just really don't care who comes with me. I just want to
You know
go.
what? And I'm not just copying John, but my prostate is burning like...
You're 35.
You know what? Maybe it would be fun. Maybe I'm just not
Yeah?
giving myself a chance to have fun.
Yeah. You need to get off the bus. The bus is what's making you tired.
You know what? Maybe it would be fun to kind of...
It will be. It will be fun.
Fine, let's go.
Now I'm starting to feel badly about Leo being here all by himself.
He'll be fine.
If anything should happen to Leo, I would never forgive myself.
Are you guys a couple?
We're a couple of people who happen to care about each other.
Hey, oh, you're all here as a...
We all, as a group, just made a really exciting decision to not visit a rock candy factory.
Who wouldn't want to go to a rock candy factory?
They don't.
That's the whole point of seeing the country, is to...
Right now, Burton, you and me, let's go.
This is great!
I'm going to go put a skirt on.
This is Tanya, who is our camera woman, and Katie, my assistant.
Hi.
Your mom tells me that you love to tell jokes.
Yep.
I do it professionally, and I have been for a number of years, but, Oh, and have you written any jokes that you might want to try out for the show?
What has 6 eyes but can't see?
The
3 blind mice. Is it okay if I push buttons when I tell a joke?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
I'll show you. What has 6 eyes but can't see?
I give up.
The 3 blind mice. Whoops. Wrong button.
That's the risk of having buttons. It throws the audience off. They feel like they've been cheated in some way.
I'm only 10. What has 4 eyes but can't see? Mississippi.
Is that the punchline?
Yep.
How does Mississippi have 4 eyes?
They're not eyeballs. It's like the letter I.
Mrs. Kodak, do you have any kind of talent that we might be able to use?
Well, it feels like I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
But some gas X might help if you're having cramping.
No, you know what? I don't.
All right, kids, saddle up.
Shotgun.
The escort's ready to go.
It's a really quick walk back to Costco, and it's so nice out. I'm going to walk home.
I wouldn't mind a walk myself. Tanya, can you drive?
Of course I can drive. Give me the keys.
I want you home by midnight, young lady. A nice day.
I had this dream last night. We all got arrested for...
What?
It's awful. For posting people singing other people's songs on the web.
Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, boy, I didn't even think... You're so right. I mean, this is a copyright. We are...
I know.
I'm a business manager.
So I'm not crazy.
You're the least crazy person I know. This is bad news. FCC?
This is terrible.
I know.
This is worse.
I can't believe I forgot to think about this.
I have an idea. Just a thought. All original music.
Okay.
We don't let anyone sing a song that isn't original.
100% theirs, yes.
We have permission.
Right.
It's written down.
They sign it.
Okay. Okay.
We could do this.
We did it.
You did it.
We did it.
You did it.
I did it?
Yes, you did it.
Oh, I guess I did.
That rock candy thing, that was, I mean, we really had fun together. I think we're really alike in so many ways. You know...
Burton, you're really great, but... well, not but, but there's someone else in my life right now.
Oh, I hope you didn't think, I was just talking about the rock candy. Look, I got a little something going on, too.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
She's awesome. All I want to do with you is be friends.
And Burton, you are a great friend.
Yep, you too. Shall we walk?
Yes, we shall. Hello, who is this? Big Burton. Why are you calling me?
I'll just read.
Dinner with me? But what for? It's a father of a kid.
Oh. Make sure their material's original. Copyright.
Does your son have any original material? Just go with it. No, I was not flirting with you. Fine, we can have dinner. I still don't understand why.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Jonathan?
Anna?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm glad I found you.
You look so unbelievably different. What's different? No, but you look great.
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
I don't want to dwell on this, but...
It's okay.
No, I don't quite get what's...
Well, I lost some weight. I think we all know that.
It's not the weight. You know what it is?
What?
It's
the weight. It's okay.
Did you always wear your hair like that?
I did, actually. You know, this conversation I've had so many times with so many people lately.
You know what it
so
is? You have gum line.
I've been doing pretty well for myself these days, Jonathan.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise you?
Not even slightly.
I would think that it would surprise you.
No, not at all. I always thought that you would succeed. But you had it. Was it a list that you composed about the pros and cons?
We did that for each other. Every con that you had for me, you know, let's just leave it at there were a lot of cons on your list.
Well, 2 cons don't make a pro. Oh, man,
All
that's
right.
a great expression.
You haven't lost it, have you, kid?
I don't miss a beat.
I'm actually here because I'm here to make a surprise visit. Yay.
Oh.
I'm very aware that he's going to have problems with me being here, but...
He's such a sensitive guy in
Yeah.
ways that...
Where is he?
Everyone in the crew is off at the sushi factory.
You have a crew?
We have a crew, yeah.
Wow.
I'm still not quite sure why now you decided it is the time to visit your brother.
It's Dad's decision, and he really wanted me to come here, and so, you know, I hope he doesn't push me away, and we have a history of...
Burton talks about you.
Really?
Such affection and almost...
Really?
Well, no.
For 2 seconds, I actually thought you were being sincere.
I'm capable of sincerity, it's just not the place I go to first. There are a few things I need to get off my chest, if you'll allow me. And just a couple of things I'd like to get off your chest.
You can always make me laugh, which is how it begins.
Hey, Leo, this is Anna, Burton's sister. She's paying him a surprise visit. Katie, this is Anna.
Hi, Katie. I take it you're part of the crew?
Here comes Burton.
Okay. Burton? Hi.
Dr. Franchise, when you say I'm perseverating, catastrophizing, is that what you said? When you say that, I don't know what it means. And I'm saying I'm just interested in my own career. I don't know why you can't remember the name of it. The Exploding Buses. It's very simple. I will not accept criticism from a competitor. Not even from you, but leave that aside. A professional cannot tolerate criticism because a professional is a decisionist, like your ex-president Bush.
I have a question for you, and it's kind of personal.
The more personal a question, the better.
We're living on the road. Do you have any regrets?
Absolutely not. I mean, would I like to have a wonderful home? Sure. Would I like a bigger room on the bus? Of course. Would I like it not to be next to the men's room?
But no real regrets.
Oh, my God, no. Would I like to have an air-conditioned bus? Sure. Would I like to be able to... Oh, sleep, sleep, sweet prince. Did I wake you up by saying sleep, sweet prince?
I thought you said sleep, sleep, sweet prince.
I did. I said sleep, sweet prince.
I was dreaming that you said sleep, sweet...
No, I actually said it.
No, in my dream you said it.
You heard it in your dream.
I'm not sure that what you say in life I would hear in my dream.
So you're saying you just happened to be dreaming that I was saying goodnight, sweet prince. Talent, where is it?
I don't get it.
No, she just doesn't have the spizzerinctum for show business. Where's the talent?
According to my calculations, more than 20 minutes late, and this is not how you impress somebody.
Katie should be doing this.
We have to really sit down and...
I'm right here. You don't need to sit down and talk to me. I have spizzerinctum.
You do? Well, then where's our talent?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not cut out for this.
Katie, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best you
I just
can.
thought I'd be good enough for showbiz, and I am not.
Have you tried her cell?
Yeah, I did. I can call again.
I gotta go outside. I just gotta cool down because this...
You go and get back in your skin, man.
I appreciate that.
You see that man right there? You know why he's taking a walk around? He's stressed out. And here's something he wouldn't want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The man has a stress polyp in his anal cavity. And the least we can do for this man is to run a tight ship and get the talent here.
So that was fun for you, seeing my sister, right? Are you two hanging out again? I'm way out of line bringing this up.
Tanya, can I ask your advice about something?
Wow. Yeah.
I had to call Burton's dad, Big Burton.
Uh-huh.
It was a business thing.
Obviously, yeah.
The thing is that Burton Sr., this is so weird. I think he is into me.
Wow. Has he seen you?
Well, no, we spoke on the phone.
Yeah, okay, I get it. So
You do?
Yeah. He's hornish.
So gross.
Of course it is. The guy's like, how old? Like, I'm really glad you told me.
Me too.
What's his number? Give me your phone.
Why?
Here's what you do in this situation. You have a friend, in this case me, give Burton Sr. a little bit of a phone scare.
You will absolutely not.
Oh, stop. Whoa. Burton Sr.'s got his own 800 number? Don't worry, I'm going to do this from a payphone. He won't be able to trace it.
John was showing me the website last night, and I'm in love with it, as we all are. But I got one small bone to pick. Here's the thing. I think we should change the font from whatever it is.
It's Times New Roman.
It's a dreadful font. Baskerville Oldface.
Classic.
So gay.
Did you tell anybody that I had an anal polyp?
I might have. As long as we're killing some time. Kind of a fun game. If we were gay, which is a funny concept, What person, male person, would you make love to if we were gay? Just killing time.
Well, that's such an absurd question.
I know.
Just off the top of my head, Sandy Koufax.
I would have thought you would have said Liam Neeson.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Everyone, the talent is here.
Can I ask Leo the same question?
Nope. No.
It wouldn't do him any good because I could never even conceive of making love to a man.
I'm Katie. We spoke on the phone. This is everyone.
Your name itself, the BEE thing, is that your stage name or your?
It is, and it's not like something I keep secret because I don't really care. But
it's not just about talent; it's about knowing who you are as a performer.
No, you write music as well, don't you?
Yes.
If you give me an idea of what kind of beat it is, maybe I can replicate that on my knees.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny.
Step back, oh, you my fool. He got away with it all, but you're still holding his hand, yeah. The highest bird in the sky, he's got the strongest eye, and he can see you on land. Should I keep going or stop?
I don't want to make his head any more swollen than it is, but that's a knee replacement that he has.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A sports injury years ago. I had to have my right knee replaced.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
So you have a boyfriend?
I do now,
Okay.
yeah. And he's
All right.
not.
If I may, none of my business. But before you allow him to be tender, know him, know the man, know his family. Hey, who's that guy you giving the finger to?
That's Brad.
Brad, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend? Brad, the guy with the...
No, Brad, my ex-financial planner.
Oh, that's a relief. I don't mind telling you.
Then don't.
You just cut me right off when I was about to say it.
I just think I'm happier than I've ever been.
I'm thrilled that you're happier than you've ever been. But what about our business cards? Any news on those?
It's so difficult because, I put the order in, but then we're in a different place, and so it's hard to pick it up. My mistake. But just to go back to why I'm so happy, our website is doing really, really well. Like millions of visitors.
You would make up anything to suck up to Leo, Burton.
Millions a big number.
Well,
for someone to exaggerate on such a scale shows some kind of deep insecurity. I don't know if it's iffy pubis.
It may be true that I'm one of those who exaggerate.
You don't need to do that. You're a wonderful person.
It's something I'm working on.
I'm not saying I'm a trained psychopharmacologist, but
You're good at reading people.
Well...
But I want to go tell John about the millions of visitors.
Don't use a million.
Burton, what planet are you from? You don't have to lie.
Tanya, let him believe a lie, even if it's just to forge a better relationship with a mentor.
What are you getting out of this relationship with Burton?
What are you implying?
This thing that you have with him.
Pardon you?
This whole slave thing. I think it's gross.
How dare you?
This is all about power.
You're intimidated by me. I could play this game forever.
Mm-hmm.
Not one word. Complete silence.
Okay, Slate.
Take 4.
And action.
Welcome to another evening on the Explosion Bus. Leo?
Huh?
I think I got this one covered.
Oh, take 5.
Action.
Welcome to another evening on the Explosion Bus.
I'm sorry, I'm excited. Take 6.
Action.
Welcome to another evening on the Explosion Bus.
And John, good evening to you, my good...
This is the show where we bring talented Americans with their own original material to you, the ultimate judge. Our motto here is, we're nice. And speaking of judges, funny thing, my uncle was a prominent judge in New York City for years. Now he's a wino living in Central Park in New York City. The other day, somebody sees him and comes up to him and says, may I approach the bench?
You see why that joke is so funny. He was a judge. There's one bench. And then in the park, there's a bench. There's 2 different kinds of benches.
And tonight we're bringing you a really extraordinarily talented individual.
Sir, I was wondering if I could tell you something about the Explosion Bus.
Jason, why do you assume that I have a special interest in the Explosion Bus? I have no interest.
I will leave you be, and I will be much more careful in the future.
I suppose I pay you for something. You're here. Tell me what it is.
Well, I was just reading the New York Times online, which I pay for. And the New York Yankees, the whole team had just gotten off their bus. I think they were outside of Philly.
Jason.
It blew up. The bus. It's a miracle no one was killed.
You realize, don't you, this has nothing to do with the explosion buses?
It's the name, sir. Already, there have been millions of hits on the explosion bus site. This morning, there were maybe 10.
Well, that's not good.
No.
It's a complete disaster.
No one was hurt.
It's free publicity for those irritating bus people who, as you know, hate me. This is so annoying.
Please, Wilson, please. Allow me to take care of this for you. To make you happy again.
Here's what you can do. Find out more, a lot more, about the bus people.
Guys, I have a huge announcement to make.
What's up?
Okay. Oh my god.
Take a deep breath.
Roll your head.
Okay. Oh my goodness. We have over 1 million viewers.
Katie, the use of the word million, which is the highest number.
First of all, it's not really possible to know how many people are actually viewing this.
We do know. Burton tracks people's IP addresses, and we can see how many hits we have.
Millions?
Yes, literally.
Oh my
I
God.
counted the zeros.
You know what this is? We are living the dream.
Guys, this is so amazing.
Wow.
When you find yourself living your dream.
It's like you're living in a dream.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Freud. It looks like Burton wasn't exaggerating.
I don't want to talk about this
No, I mean, he tried to tell you that we had millions of
He
hits.
told me what he tried to tell me. That's all. Let's just leave it at that.
Leo,
Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for bringing me onto this bus. I am so proud to be your personal assistant.
Bless your heart.
I don't like to honk my own horn. I would like to say that as a host, I've hit my stride. I'm on my game. And that can account for these kind of numbers. And the joke about approaching the bench, I think that can't hurt.
The new font that I came up with, Baskerville Oldface, put us over the top.
Do you honestly think a little change in the font attracted 1 million viewers?
May I point you in the direction of a little?
This is a real opportunity to make some money. How can we turn millions of viewers into...
Guys, entertainment has nothing to do with money.
You know who I'm doing this show for?
Who?
The bushy-haired scientist and the little one-legged newsboy.
What?
The woman who can't get the saltines from this rack because she's got ankles so fat.
What would you do if I handed you $100,000 right now?
It is worth thinking about. It's a lot of money.
I'd buy myself a set of acrylic paints.
It's a beautiful thought. You know what I would do? I'd get my mother those jeans that feel like pajamas.
I wish I could change my answer now. My mom would love those.
You can even roll them up and they look like rolled up.
Jeez Louise! Oh my...
Katie, why are we slowing down?
I don't know.
I should be helping you. Where do you want me?
I'm having a really hard time controlling this.
Well, drive straight. I'm trying to do the jumbo.
You know,
I think I can.
See that guy in the pickup?
I think we have a flat.
Tell me we don't have a flat tire.
Look out, he's right in front of us.
John, do you know where we are?
On the side of a highway with a flat tire. That's where we are.
Oh, thank you. Katie, actually, good job. That was a...
What is he doing? Does he know us?
Oh, no. That's Brad.
Brad, the financial planner?
No.
Brad with the gun?
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
Oh, no.
This could get very
He's
ugly.
taking something out of the back.
Lord, I'm not a praying man.
Everybody just calm down. Where's my phone?
Look, he's taking some...
What is...
Some kind of weapon, obviously.
What is that?
It's a car jack.
We're getting carjacked?
Oh,
I always knew I'd be killed by a carjack.
No, he's changing the tire for us. It's like a jack.
Oh, it props up the bus so he can actually remove the
What kind of murderer changes your tire first? Do you still think he's going to murder us?
No.
Sir Galahad, my liege, it's nice to know that across this fair land there's still room for a white knight with a carjack device.
Shut up, Leo.
Tanya, I totally understand why you're running away. I know I've shot at you twice. That's unforgivable, and I'm sorry.
Brad.
I'm a loser. I know that, but still, you and me, we got something. That's tough to find, and I found it with you. And I think you found it with me.
Goodbye, Brad.
I know I don't deserve you, but Tanya, I want to ask you to marry me.
Are you kidding?
Here, I got this for you.
No, absolutely not.
Look, I knew this would happen, and I understand, but I had to try.
What is wrong with you?
You're right. This was stupid. Good luck to you guys. I really like what you're doing.
I'm very flattered.
You shouldn't drive on that tire for more than about 50 miles before getting replaced. Bye, guys.
Oh,
Nice fella.
he was so romantic.
He's a terrible listener. Farewell, young man.
You didn't tell me he was cute.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's better than a lot of guys.
If you want his number, I'll give it to you.
I don't want his number. He's got a gun. I'm a Democrat.
Okay, enough.
Tanya, do you need a hug?
No, I don't need anything.
This is Dixie Cup. We may have a lead at the explosion bus. We'll check in at 1100 hours. Dixie Cup out.
He was always so strong, and now...
Okay.
I can't believe this. He's gone.
He's in a coma. He's not dead.
He was so healthy.
Coma? He's not dead.
Full of life.
Well, Dr. Hamlin said that anyone, even healthy or not, can be scared to death, apparently, and he...
Sad.
He actually said hi to you.
Tell him I said hi, too.
And he was saying that, no matter what your blood pressure is, no matter...
What could have been so scary?
Well, we're never going to know that. This call came from a payphone, I think maybe in the Midwest.
A phone call?
Yep, they think he fainted and fell backwards and hit his head or something. I don't know, but Burton, I really actually need to talk to you about
He hit his head. He was my everything.
No, he wasn't. Burton, I do have some good news, though.
Yes?
I'm gonna be, taking over for Dad until he recovers.
You are?
You're welcome.
Taking over... what?
I'll do all the dirty work with the finances and all of Dad's business and this. Come on, you hate this stuff.
I do?
So listen, I actually do have to go, but, how's it going with this, bus thing?
For some context, Mr. Gold, the United Nations is, as we speak, debating 7 different tactical response scenarios.
7 out of how many?
Against a potential enemy that both threatens to and refuses to show itself. So
I commend you for warning the world about this. And I'm not sure if this helps, but there are trees in South America that have the ability to warn other trees of danger by releasing certain chemicals into the air. Tragically, they choose not to.
Mr. Gold.
There is no single way to address the issue of national security. I remember as a young boy, Michael Dukakis was running for office, and he said that if there was any threat to national security, he would be willing to trim his eyebrows.
I am begging you to stop this.
I understand your desire to stop me, but we are in crisis, sir.
And meanwhile, the world turns to your bus for strategic guidance.
Thank you so much. We do what we can, but I have to really give most of the credit to my partner in this, Mr. Leo Huckstep.
Mr. Huckstep will get his time in a moment, but...
Leo is the giver. For me, it's a little more complex. For example, the only thing I remember giving is sperm to a sperm bank, and as I'm handing the sample to the receptionist, just out of habit, I said to her, "I'll call you."
I know we're just friends because we both have these love relationships, but I'm carrying this heavy burden, and I don't know who else to share it with.
Of course you can share it with me. You're sweet, you're honest. There's nothing you can't tell me.
Well, first, my dad's in a coma.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, someone scared him to death on the phone. Not to death, 'cause he's in a coma.
Someone called Big Burton to scare... This is awful.
I know.
You poor guy.
Thank you, Katie. But believe it or not, there's actually something else that I have to...
Scared Big Burton on the phone?
Yes, but... Explosion bus, night desk. I'll put him on. Please hold. Sounds like an overseas call. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What is it with my heels? Hello? It's my Achilles heel.
Leo? Sorry, do you have a phone call?
Is it real important, Burton? I'm pumiceing my heels.
You know, I think you should get your own cell phone so you can get your phone calls directly.
I'd like to have my own house in the Bahamas, too, but I don't,
Kind of lying down,
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you asleep?
I wasn't asleep.
Burton, see, this system works for me because I like to have someone screen my calls.
This is the first call that you've ever had.
Will you take a message? Because I'm going to be scrapbooking.
It's just a fan anyway, so it's probably someone who just read your profile online.
Okay, just leave your phone and I'll take care of it. Hello?
Yes,
Is this Leo Huckstep, the executive producer, co-host, and creator of the Explosion Buses?
Mom, if that's you doing a voice.
I'm sorry?
Speaking.
There's no reason in the world why you should have heard of me, but I'm Wilson Simone. I run a little show called Monster Talent out here in the Los Angeles area. Mr. Huckstep, Jason, this is very strange.
Excuse me, I was just working out. We'll get to the glutes Thursday. Hi, how are you? I follow your career.
No, the honor is all mine.
You flatter me, sir. How did you get this number?
The usual,
You don't even have to explain it. It's been a long day for me. I was on the phone with Bobby De Niro doing this bit he does with me where he's... How can I help you, good sir?
I am so impressed by your career.
Oh.
7 years as a second-grade theatre director.
Well, you've done your homework.
And now this, the Explosion Buses.
Well, we say bus, but... Would you allow me to send you the script of a play I wrote for second grade? I wrote all the music and all. It's called One of Our Planets is Missing. It's about a lonely planet.
Which brings me to the reason that I called you.
You don't need a reason to call me, my friend. I know you're going through a divorce. You got a friendly ear over here. That's it. I mean...
I've been wondering, and you can think about this, if you would consider being a guest judge on Monster Talent. Jason, is he there?
I'm sorry. Cell connection. Well, my schedule's a bear, but of course I have time for you, Wilson. I mean...
Let me have my guy call your guy.
My guy was in a horrible... What is your guy's name?
His name is Jason. What is your number?
You're not going to believe this. I don't even know my number. My people know my number, and...
My God, what? Give me any number.
Okay.
Doesn't even have to be yours, and we'll find you. We'll find you.
Just call back on this number, the number that you called on. That's all.
All right, we're very, very excited.
Oh, and you will call, right? I mean,
yes.
Okay, I totally believe you, and thank you so much.
Yes.
You got a minute for an old chum?
Get the hell in here. Come on. What can I do you for?
Thank you much, Lee. I love when you say, what can I do you for? And I say, thank you much. Anyway, John, have you ever thought about doing something that goes against everything you ever believed in? But then you just, darn it, you went ahead and you did it anyway? Has that ever happened to you?
I would never really do that.
Moral fiber?
It's really about the moral fiber. Both of my parents had such strong character.
Me too. Mine too. Supposing a man thought he could do more for his friends by disappointing them.
I couldn't disappoint my friends.
Boy, are we on the same page. But even if we would do more good for the world...
I don't think I could do that.
You couldn't do that.
I can't imagine
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
I couldn't either. What about a man who wanted something so bad he could almost taste him? It.
I still don't know why you're asking me these...
I think we both feel a lot better.
Awesome. Come on in, guys.
The light in this place sucks.
Well, I don't, I didn't really, I just thought you guys were just going to, I've been waiting for this opera. I mean, you've been telling everybody about this. It's kind of like a lot of things are hedging on it. And
well, don't be nervous.
Lawrence, has Kitty talked to you about how this works?
You sent like a little bit of an email. It was just a few.
No, there was an attachment. I swear there was an attachment on that email.
No. We've already spent about 10 minutes doing this, and then I thought I was going to have like a half an hour.
Okay, yeah, but you're making it longer.
What is it you'd like to perform for us?
Ooh, he's a bad boss. He comes across like a real dick. Ooh, and he's so
You're a mega talent.
bad, and I'm never glad.
It's riveting.
Any other impressions?
I can do a little bit of a tribute to Heath Ledger's Joker. Why are you people coming into my place and demanding?
I didn't see Brokeback Mountain.
You didn't see it's Dark Knight. H. John Benjamin. Guys.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't need to hear anymore because...
Well, that's not the answer I want.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you. Hear me out. We got so much in the can.
That's like buzzword show lingo speak when they give you finger guns.
You're great.
We'll call you next week.
Don't you think you got...
We'll let you go. I needed a halter top and cleavage.
Lawrence.
Leo, you know what really impressed me?
What's that?
When I overheard you on the phone with Wilson. who you hate. Or so you said.
You do nothing of value on this bus.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. How's that for a phone call I may never have made that you couldn't possibly hear? And what were you doing listening? You do nothing on this.
Yeah, that's true. I'm getting a free ride on this bus, just like you.
Satan woman.
At your service.
Let me tell you a little about the leadership I provide.
Yeah, I'd like an example.
A, I'm up before anyone else on this bus. B, get everybody up.
No, you don't do one thing. Truly, there's not one thing you do.
Now you've crossed a line.
You and I are pretty much the same, and that's what I like about you.
Nobody speaks to me this way.
I was just realizing that about you. Everyone just lets you be Leo. I am honestly learning so much from you.
Now that's more like it.
You and me, this is what we do, and I think we should look out for each other.
I always assumed that maybe you didn't like me that much.
Along those lines, you are aware, aren't you? If Wilson invites you onto Monster Talent, it would only be a trick to embarrass you. It's awful what he's doing to you.
Why would you assume I would embarrass myself?
I'm just trying to help. Think about it.
This is a message for Wilson, the host of your wonderful show, Monster Talent. This message is very personal and must be heard by him and only him. So whoever might be monitoring this call should stop listening right now and transfer this recording discreetly to Wilson. I'll wait. Hi, it's me again. I was thinking about how I phrased the message before, and wasn't the most gracious tone, but I still wish that you would get this message to Wilson. It's only for him and no one else. Wilson, I now figure I'm leaving this message for you. Sir, I am well aware that you have invited me to be a guest host on your program with the sole intent of embarrassing me in front of millions of people. Well, it will not work.
Amazing.
So that's all I'm calling to say, and maybe in another life we could have been friends. And yet, at the same time, I do resent your cynical attempt to embarrass me.
Delicious.
Because I'll tell you, sir, just as my dear father said, and he was never wrong, he said, Leo,
here we are again, the show with the best time slot on the internet. Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
Right, you are, John.
And we have a terrific show lined up for you tonight. Our first guest is a young man who does impressions, and if I know anything about impressions, first impressions are so important.
Bad.
Please help me welcome, I know this is going to sound crazy, another Elvis impersonator.
Unbelievable.
This guy is great, though. His name is Lawrence, and he...
John?
Yeah.
He is a Lou Costello impersonator.
I don't think I said Elvis Presley. And it's, in fact, Elvis Costello who he does, not Lou Costello.
No, I think it's Lou Costello.
No, I know who you're thinking of, but
okay, sir.
What I'm saying is...
Just spit it out.
We have to spend a lot less money.
Why is that necessary? I mean, I thought we were doing great.
Yeah.
What, you think I'm spending too much money? Leo's the guy who gets a full body wax every week.
You know, one example, and this is not an accusation, you bought a very light road bike.
It's a collapsible road bike.
It never gets used.
No, it's collapsed.
And it was expensive.
I don't really enjoy riding a bike.
Why do we have it?
I guess I see what you mean in that one case.
Okay, but it's not just the one case.
Burton, I think you're really being unfair in your
I don't have any more money.
Well, we'll just have to get by with less. What do you mean we have no money? Burton, I just assumed that with the show's popularity that the money was just pouring in now.
Yeah, from where?
Advertising.
Remember you and Leo said no ads?
Witness this knife in my hand. Look at the blood. I swear upon this blood, there will be no advertising to tarnish our show.
Advertising cheapens the product.
Exactly. You know what advertising does to our brand? It says, we just care about money. You don't have any Bassett Tracin, do you? I get infected very easily.
If I've learned anything from that flashback, it's this. Sometimes I say things in the past that don't really make sense in the present. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was just me being pretentious.
You know, we're out of money, I've let you down, I just might not be the right guy to manage this place anymore.
You know, I'm thinking about getting these, these bike shorts, they're really tight, and, what about your family money? I mean...
Oh, well, but yeah, you know.
Mr. Gold, are you familiar with hex code?
I want to say no.
Agents found this string of hex code in your office at the Explosion Bus Seattle complex.
Oh, the hex code, I'm sorry. No. You know, I had a Seattle complex when I was younger. Of course, you know, if you don't deal with it...
But
when
you
you're
do
young...
know what the translation of this code is.
Yes, I believe that the translation is monster talent.
Monster talent. But you have no idea what hex code is.
Well, Burton Sinclair is really the math guy in the bus. You know the whole thing when you're doing simple arithmetic and you're supposed to carry the 6, for instance?
Yeah?
Well, that was his idea.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Jolly good. Yeah. Jason, watch and learn. I'm going to do an accent. He's not going to know it's me. That sounds right. Look, what is your name? No, we don't need to know that now. But I'm going to call you Dexter. I have to call you something. So, Dexter, how soon can this process be performed on their bus? Stop right there, Dexter. I don't want to hear anything about anyone getting killed. Minor injuries.
Can I trouble you for just 1 second? I'm just working on some material for the show.
Yeah, John, if you want my reactions, I'd be glad to help.
Who took Katie and left this ice maiden in her place?
I didn't mean to appear unenthusiastic. I think we all should maintain a certain amount of professional distance.
Can I suggest 6 to 8 inches? And we're not strangers all of a sudden.
How can I help?
This is what I had in mind for this week's show. These are all little bits I do about driving.
Okay.
You know, on the way here tonight, I saw a sign that said, "End construction." Kind of a bizarre cause, but I was glad the spirit was still alive.
I get it.
And I saw a sign on the way here that said, "Caution, small children playing." And then it occurs to me, I'm not afraid of small children.
John, that is a great joke. You're amazing. I just don't even... I wanted to talk to you.
Hey, it looks like you guys are working up a storm. Can I?
Yep.
I could maybe, it seems like you're probably jammed up on a problem. I could probably break the ice.
That's okay, Leo. We're good.
John?
Yeah, we're good.
You guys good? No? Well, that's good. Maybe everybody'd be happy if I were dead.
I think you took it okay.
John, I've just been trying to say that I'm sorry if I have seemed confusing.
No, I'm probably the one that's... You probably get all kinds of mixed messages from me.
Well, yeah.
I guess when Burton told me that you have someone serious in your life, I just sort of backed away and gave you...
Well, no, it's just... Well, I told Burton that it's complicated. It's kind of... It's not really...
You know what? None of my...
Not serious or...
This town has no CVS. I mean, how can that be?
What?
Do you have any extra foam I can use tonight? Contraceptive foam?
No, I do not have that. I have never had that.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
You know, I love to make people laugh. You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
It's you that I really love to make laugh.
Me? Great, because I think you're really funny.
You know, maybe just you and me should go out, sort of leave this crazy show business world behind for a quiet little supper. And
I'd like that, I think.
What about tonight at 7? The Oak Street restaurant, is that what it's called? Hey, why don't we meet there so people don't...
Okay, tonight at 7. We'll meet there.
Yeah, and bring your big purse so we can bring back some rolls.
Okay.
I just flew into the Cincinnati airport. I think it's about 30 miles from you.
I mean, I'm so happy you're here, but why?
I actually have something to tell you that I think you'll find very, very interesting.
Really? You look even lovelier on the phone than you look on the big screen. You know, just hearing your voice on it takes me back to this night in Vermont. You and I were in the back of a pickup truck.
That wasn't me, Jonathan.
Well, then I owe somebody an apology.
Okay.
I'm just saying that hearing your voice is so powerful for me, even now.
Okay, thank you. It's working a little bit on me, but I need you to just give me a name of a restaurant or something, because we really do need to meet, okay?
You know, at the Oak Street restaurant, I've heard great things about that place. Just a good.
Oak Street, okay. All right, I'll be there at 6:30.
And don't worry about what you're wearing, just any.
Oh, I'll be worrying about what I'm wearing, Jonathan. You just wait. Don't you worry, okay?
I'm not gonna worry about what I'm wearing.
Good boy.
I'll be the guy waiting for the most beautiful woman in the world.
Well, I like that. It's just us, right?
Just the two of us. And.
Oh, you like this? Because it's the first time I've worn it.
You know, I'm not a gastroenterologist, but you look edible.
Oh, man. I remember that joke from before.
No, you're right. You deserve better. It's true. I feel like such an idiot, Anna. We're both wearing the exact same thing, and
Yeah, so, listen, I actually really have something pretty special I want to tell you, okay? Can we get started?
Well, that's why I'm here.
All right. It turns out that Burton has, he has no money.
You know, I just knew the news was going to be something fun and sexy like that.
He can't give any more money to your bus venture, and,
I'm not sure what you're suggesting.
Well-
the outfit you're wearing is very suggestive.
Jonathan, just be serious for 1 second, okay? Because our father's very ill right now.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
There's actually been a change of priorities.
I remember the guy.
Yeah.
I know what he means to you and to Bert, and I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you very much. But I actually just want you to know that, unlike Burton, I actually do have resources.
Anna, I don't know if it's the acoustics in here, but it sounds like you just said Burton has no more money. And I know that can't be true because...
Burton has no more money.
But are you saying that he has no more money?
And given this sudden and truly surprising internet interest in your show,
You actually know about us?
I would be willing to take a leading position. There appears to be quite an opportunity there, Jonathan.
What about Burton?
Oh, come on. Everybody has to be grown up.
You know, I have a deep sense of loyalty to your brother.
Can you get the waiter to pour me more Prosecco?
Waiter? I don't even know her.
What is wrong with me? What does he think he is?
Katie, is that you? What are you doing out here? Oh, yeah, that's my sister with John. You okay, Katie?
Could we maybe go sit across the street or over?
Yeah, sure. You know, the sister thing, it's probably just business. She's got the money.
Yeah. When
If the air were any softer, the deep blue darkness deeper, the bitter any sweeter than this place, I'd get my cautious heart to beat, bring me quickly to my feet, and dare my hand to touch her lovely face.
when I told you there was someone else in my life, it was John that I was talking about. It makes no sense to me now. He and I were supposed to be eating that dinner in there right now.
He shouldn't do that to you. No, come on.
It was just so stupid of me. I can't.
No, it's not.
No, I.
He shouldn't do that, but especially not someone as great as you.
With the silence growing fuller, a stillness getting restless, a simpleness more positively grand, I'd let my watchful eyes fall shut, prepare for who knows what, perhaps to lay my face upon his hand.
You are the sweetest guy. It's just too bad for me. You actually have someone else in your life.
You know what's funny is that when I said that I had somebody else in my life, I was actually.
You're so honest.
I get my cautious heart to beat, bring me quickly to my feet,
and dare my hand to touch her lovely face.
Burton, why do you have a suitcase?
I think I might not be the right guy to run this business.
What?
And guess what? I don't have any more money, and neither does the show.
Really?
So I think it's best if I just leave.
If you go, I'm gonna go. I can't work here without you.
Could you say that again?
You're the only reason I stay on Explosion Bus.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Carbon monoxide. That's lethal, isn't it? Oh, just sleeping. Headaches? That's not so bad. Maybe not even... Don't do anything before I call you one more time.
Leo, wake up. You're gonna want to see this.
Mommy, the nozzle hurts.
Leo, wake up.
What?
Come look at this.
What is that? Look at those signs.
One says Explosion Bus.
Get out of here.
One says we love you. We've got talent.
Those are our people.
This is incredible. That guy's like juggling.
There's a girl dressed like a whale.
I think she's a dancer.
Pull up next to that woman who's dressed like I don't know, an Italian. Ma'am, if you're out here for the Explosion Bus, your dream is about to come true. When she goes into Mama, it's almost like a supernatural. Did you feel that excitement? I feel almost a religious calling to manage her.
I didn't feel like I was in the same parking lot that you were in.
Right.
She's clearly a talented woman, but I...
With all due respect, I'm shaking here. I want to see if she wants personal representation. Oh, you do a character?
Yes.
Oh. What's her name? Just Mama?
Mama.
Mm.
Everybody's mama. So she has the audience or whoever ask questions, and she likes to give her advice.
Ooh.
And there was a question, fuzzy handcuffs, question mark.
Hmm.
And I was a little confused. But then it dawned on me, oh, fuzzy handcuffs. And I go, of course, fuzzy handcuffs, because it cuts down on the chafing, you know?
Ah.
Yes.
I think now that the Explosion Bus has been totally established and kind of runs itself, that I'd like to take some time and just do a Brian Epstein on her. I mean, get her the right clothes.
I think we still have a long way to go before we can call ourselves established.
Well,
I think your enthusiasm about her performance is wonderful, but I don't think you could just turn your back on this thing I created with your help called the Explosion Bus.
I think we co-created, but more to the point, she could be our Susan Boyle star. I mean, the whole package is there.
You know, you may be correct. Your instinct about talent, that's what has gotten
us all this way.
Have you noticed this day, things are just overblown, too much, you know? Like, take cars, for instance. Have you seen the names of these cars that they got now? They got Expedition or Explorer. Where the hell do these people think they live? In the Congo?
This woman is our ticket. We hitch our hiney to her star, and we're going to be farting through $12 bills, my friend. I want to take some time off and help develop Mama as a brand.
Are you thinking that Mama should join us on the bus?
I was thinking I would ride along with her group.
That's not a group, that's just her. I don't think she has a group.
Don't condescend. She's got a puppet master, and I want to work with him. I want to help Team Mama.
So I'm curious, is this a real show? Is this...
I'll tell you what, it's a real show now that we found you, because you are quite an artist. You may be impressed to know that we have our own website.
So do I.
You do?
Yes.
I'm impressed.
Well, it's not that hard.
It isn't?
No.
Excuse me. Sorry, Burton just texted back to ask if we could pick up orange juice.
It doesn't really make sense. I think the person who needs your help more than anybody is your friend of 25 years.
I can't believe you're checkmating me, John, on this dream.
Leo, is everything okay?
John, nothing makes me feel less okay than when people ask me if I'm okay. I hate that question.
Well, I'm sorry that you have people who care about you.
No, there's no money right now. It's all tied up in pending ventures with the St. Clair Group.
No, wait a minute. Some of that money was mine.
No, not yet. No, it's not.
This just isn't fair. That is my money.
Oh, God.
The Explosion Bus really needs money, and we need it right now.
No, I know, and that's why I'd like to give you and your company some help.
So, you have money?
Of course not. But I mean, and this is technical, I have access to funds as a kind of investment play.
Wait.
I think you should really do the right thing and let me run the bus venture. I already have John's enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you're telling me that John would want someone other than me running the show?
John's already on board.
Come on.
We met, and, you know,
This is crazy talk because John wouldn't do that to me. We are partners, all right?
Oh, stop it. Don't be so naive.
John's a performer. They pretend. That's what they do.
I cannot delete a message. What about, are you that kind of guy? Or
I don't know.
there's the kind of guy who saves their messages and the kind of guy who deletes their message. Which one are you?
You know, I don't know. Whatever.
I have to save everything. I think I'm a hoarder. Well, here's one I should delete for sure.
I don't really care.
You might get a kick out of this one because sometimes, just to impress people, Leo and I pretend we have an agent in Hollywood.
Why would you do that if you don't really have an agent?
You know, just to create a misleading impression.
No thanks.
Who heard that guy?
His daddy.
Maybe it's better that Burton didn't hear this. I'm not sure. There's some pretty bad language in this.
Yeah, let's hear it. Excuse me.
Okay, you two are some sick f***s. I would love to bend you both over my desk right now and...
Wow. Do you know this guy? I love his voice. It's, is that his number?
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah, no, John and I are just drinking buddies, but, I heard your voice. I had to call, You're funny. Do you work out? I'm really good at, glute work, a lot of pelvic thrusts.
Sir, I don't know any more than you do why the explosion bus has been chosen. But having said that, I feel like the luckiest guy on earth.
We don't think you were chosen. We think you are involved.
No, we were chosen, and this is tricky, we were chosen to show the world why something alien doesn't have to be frightening.
Well, how's that going? My constituents have been calling by the thousands about farmland unattended, parents who don't want to send their kids to school.
You're absolutely right. There is a deep sense of pessimism in the air. Last night, I went out for a beer with the U.S. Marshal who was assigned to me, my social drinker, and believe he's in the room, standing right over there. I asked him at one point, I said, the sirens are going off, the missiles are on their way, you have 20 seconds to live, what would you do? He said, I'm going to make it with anything that moves. And he asked me what I would do, and I said, I'm going to try and keep perfectly still. I know that there are things that you're not comfortable discussing.
No, nothing. I'm fine, John.
I think we need to talk. I
don't know what you think we have to talk about.
Some things need to be aired out.
Can I start?
Yeah.
I had a dream last night that you killed me and threw me in a grave. Rats were eating my face.
Once again, I know you don't like this question. Is there anything wrong?
Nothing, John. I'm fine.
What is wrong then?
I just feel an emptiness.
Any progress with the Italian mama?
Truthfully, John, I realize that that's over. I'm not qualified to take on a talent of that dimension. I can barely dress myself emotionally.
You mean so much to so many people. For instance, me.
Sweet of you to say that. I don't know why you're even friends with me. The darkness that I feel, I want to just pull off my own face and look at it and go, why?
You're being too hard on yourself.
Not hard enough. I'm never hard enough.
Of course you mean you're too easy on yourself.
You don't have to put some weird sexual connotation on it.
Let me pour you a cup of coffee and indulge you and tell you something about the Leo Huckstep I know.
Please, don't make me try to like myself.
Leo, do you remember the night that Cheyenne was heartlessly kicked off Monster Talent? I was so proud to know you. Not a lot of men would openly weep about the fortunes of a 14-year-old soprano.
These things matter to me. I thought you said something about coffee.
You made a commitment that night to say no to Wilson. You, sir, have never swerved from this commitment.
Well, John, a man without commitment is like a... Think ye a moment about all I've been able to accomplish.
Well,
an original play for second graders running 6 days consecutively. You just don't do that without some kind of inner...
Welcome back, Leo Huckstep. I mean, you really came back from...
Well, what do you mean?
Well, a minute ago you were ready to give it all up to...
I was fine. I think you're projecting just a little bit.
No, you want to listen to playback?
You're recording this?
Some of it. It's just on my phone.
Sure, rub it in. My phone doesn't.
No, your phone probably does. You probably haven't figured out how to do it.
Oh, yeah. That's probably it. I guess I'm too stupid.
That's what I'm talking about. You flip, you're up 1 second, you're down the next
second.
second.
I don't think I'm down at all. What makes you say that?
Well, you are punishing yourself for not knowing how to eat.
I know. I'm so stupid.
We're in the playground. We're about 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You came over to me. I was crying. I was clearly...
Crying your eyes out.
And you sat down next to me.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you handed me?
It was half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's right.
Yeah. And you remember what I said?
Vaguely.
It's so much easier to put the jelly on the peanut butter.
Remember what I said after you said that?
What did you say?
I said, is that a bag of chips?
What did I say?
You said, would you like some?
Right.
Do you remember what you said?
You know what I'm remembering right now?
What's that?
That we really didn't meet till 8th grade.
Was that just our imagination?
Yeah, but so what? It's a great story that sort of bonds us together.
Not me. Oh, what does this mean? Hey. I hope I know why you're calling. So you've thought this over? No, I'm prepared to do this right. This is a go.
That is correct. We are a go. This event is happening. And then I never want to hear your voice again.
And I'll find the second half of the cash in my P.O. box.
You will tomorrow. We should hang up now.
Yep.
Jonathan Gold?
Speaking.
My name is Timmy.
How can I help you, Tim?
I would like to sing on your show.
There's a whole procedure you need to go through. Many people would like to sing on this show.
I am an enormous fan.
Timmy, you're talking to the right guy. I can tell you, just based on your speaking voice, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be.
I've seen what I shouldn't see. Been where I should not be.
Timmy, you can stop right there. I can tell you, I've heard.
I have uncovered more.
I am the guy who can greenlight an auditioner. That's showbiz for say yes or no.
All right.
We don't even have to run this one up the flagpole, which is another term.
So your bus became the meeting place for hundreds of aliens.
I don't get why you need to refer to Nicaraguans as aliens.
What?
With all due respect, I request a sidebar.
That is not yours to request.
I demand a sidebar. And I really hope that's the right term, because the last thing I want to do is confuse you.
There's no jury here from which you would need a sidebar.
In that case, I request permission to approach the bench.
All right.
Can you do that thing where you cover the microphone with your hand? That seems to work so well. I don't know.
Whatever you say.
You know, maybe it's just on TV that it works. I just wanted to ask you, you seem tired, you seem unhappy. Is there anything going on at home? What about your health? That's a big one.
Other than my blood pressure right now, I could kill
It's funny that you're worried about your blood pressure, because this is one of the things that keeps me up at night, is that I'm going to die in my sleep, and the only thing I've left behind is my very expensive pornography collection.
That's very good. Yeah, that's it.
Sarah, thank you for agreeing to take a meeting with me this morning. I love your band.
Oh, thank you.
I was recently made, by myself, the talent coordinator for our online show, The Explosion Bus.
Oh, I watched that show.
Yeah, and what I would like to... Oh, so would you be willing to audition for the show?
Yes. Duh.
Well, hey, great. I'll try to squeeze you in.
Okay, Mr. Talent Coordinator. Everyone?
Yeah, when he was just going on, it didn't.
Can I have your attention? Now, this is what
She thinks.
Tanya,
I can hear you.
you're talking. You couldn't hear me.
You know, people can hear you when they're talking. I can smell with my mouth.
Where was I? This is what I just posted to our website.
Ooh.
Tanya, please read it out loud to everybody.
You see, how it came about that I could smell through my mouth is I had such deviated septum.
Leo, Tanya's about to read out loud.
Before our show tonight, check out our live explosion bus webcam. Get to know us intimately. That's a little creepy.
Tanya, there's nothing icky about it. People yearn to know about our lives.
Tanya, I also beg to differ.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece of information that anyone could learn about us is like a little jewel.
Celebrities so often want to keep their private lives private. I think that's a big mistake.
We have chosen to give up having a private life.
Well, I beg to differ with you now, John.
Can I beg to differ with you, Leo?
One more second.
You can beg a little bit more, and then I'm going to beg.
Now I've completely lost the thought.
I've totally lost my train of thought.
Katie, what you wrote is perfect.
Thank you, Burton.
No, thank you, Katie.
No, thank you, Burton.
Burton, you got a little brown on your nose.
All Burton has on his nose are great ideas.
Let me tell you something, Burton.
Stop right there. Let's get this webcam installed. Katie, can you put it up above the couch?
Yep, I'm on it.
I can take it from here, Burton. I was installing things when you...
I think we've got this.
I'd rather have you do this than any man on this bus, especially me.
You can do this.
I don't think so. You're the expert.
I think you could.
You'd be surprised at how many things I don't know how to install.
So,
This has turned into a bus drive named Desire.
Okay, the camera is working.
Let's focus up, people. And I don't even care that the cameras are on. Who's going to come up with the big idea? Come on. I want to see something on my desk.
You mean your nightstand?
Yes, my nightstand.
I think what you're saying is important. I just don't think you're the person to be saying it.
Okay, I hear that.
I don't think we should be having this conversation with that.
Okay, that's it. Then I'm leaving.
I'm lost. Why would you leave?
Okay, that's good. At least we're all coming together.
Excuse me, show business executive?
Yes.
The camera's
This better be important.
The camera is working, but it's not on.
So in what sense is it working then?
Yeah.
Currently, I don't have it in record mode.
It does work.
So let me get this straight. I did that whole thing and it wasn't even on?
Leo, you have to hold on to that passion and we'll use it.
John, you know better than anyone that I take my characters home with me.
I also know how deep that well is.
I would just be trying to play moments that are gone, man.
You'll find new moments.
I don't have any new moments.
That was a good moment.
That was good. I felt like that was a good moment.
Yeah.
Burton, this is really fun, but shouldn't we be working right now?
We're working. We're working right now. This is work. Here we are working.
Feel like work.
No, but it is working. Ta-da!
I love...
I know.
Burton, this is the sweetest thing. So did you set this audition up?
Yep.
Without John?
Sure did. Set it all up by myself. That's,
Hi.
Oh, go over and say hi.
Okay,
Do it.
Here I go.
There you go.
Watch me.
Okay, guys, I can take it from here. I'm John Gold. Katie, could you zoom in a little bit? Have me in the background talking.
I don't have a zoom on my cell phone camera.
The zoom effect is you just walking a little closer then. Sarah, I am the talent coordinator for the Explosion Bus.
See you later.
I hired Burton as a favor to his dad. His father thought that this was Burton's last and best chance at having some kind of heterosexual life. What is the name of your group, if I may be so bold?
That's kind
Bit of a subject.
Yeah, but I've really been pushing for neck beaver. I think that combining an animal name with a
Neck. It just seems a little crude to me.
What else you got?
I really like the word flesh.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with having a name that's provocative.
That's what I'm thinking. You have to really stand out.
The truth is, I love Beaver.
They're really intelligent.
Duvet, baby, you're groovy, baby.
Can I stop you here for 1 second?
Yeah.
What key are you doing that in?
It's an E, the key of E.
And what is a duvet?
Sort of a bed covering.
Maybe we could just play through it once and
it's a good idea.
For
It's
the whole
just
song. And...
Yeah.
Uptown, we got the duvet.
Hey, John, what's cooking?
Just an audition. This is Sarah.
How do you do? There's an audition? You didn't tell me?
You were not available, so I
was available.
This is not an audition. I just happened to be walking through the park, and I heard these wonderful people singing.
That's funny you should say that, because Burton just told me you're here in the park doing an audition, and then...
I don't like the way he manipulates you.
Well, you know what, John? I have an audition I have to go to right now with some very talented people. I'll see you later.
Interesting game you're playing here,
game?
Mr.
I'm not
Huckster.
playing a game.
Oh.
Huh?
Hey, Kitty, can I get something out of the way?
Sure.
I want to apologize about our dinner the other night. That was so uncomfortable for me, and I can only imagine how awkward it was for you.
You stood me up with a woman who was holding your hand.
Katie, what if I told you that wasn't my hand?
John, I think this conversation is over.
The woman whose hand I was holding was very upset. I was trying to comfort her.
Whatever, John. I don't trust you.
You know, trust is something that you learn from your parents. When I was a kid, my mom sat me down and had the talk about equity.
John?
Yeah. All I'm saying is trust is something you have to earn.
I could never actually have feelings for you, even if I lived to be 100 years old.
Well, that's a start.
Who is this? Is this Dexter? It shouldn't be Dexter.
It's me.
You're not very good at following instructions, are you? Has there been an occurrence? Has something happened?
Tonight, 8 o'clock. Explosion bus. Live.
I don't know what he means. Do you know what he meant? Is that their site, Jason?
Yes, I'm just looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Well?
There's a new banner at the top of the site.
And?
Before our show tonight, check out our live Explosion Bus webcam. Get to know us intimately.
Well, that's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Well, don't get so excited.
Tanya, could I just try one joke on you quickly?
Yeah, I have no interest in hearing this.
Okay, just a yay or nay. I don't like to beat a dead horse. In fact, it's exhausting.
Nay.
That's how I got into the whole animal rights thing. And, you know, we feel like when a horse says nay, that's exactly what they mean.
I didn't want to like it, John, but that's funny.
It's so important to me to know that you love my comedy. Here's one. My aunt died last week. She was cremated, and we think that's what did it.
Let's show the world some behind-the-scenes Explosion Bus.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Burton, come on, get in the room.
No. I'll let you guys be
Come
the
on,
face
come
there.
on. Burton, we all want you in it, but if you don't want to be in it, that's good. Katie, can you tell I'm wearing a rubber band around my face?
What?
Just to take my waddle back.
It makes you look like you have an elastic band around your face.
Well, I won't read like that on camera.
I think it will look
All right,
exactly
I'll
like
take
that
it off.
on
I'll
camera.
take it off
Okay.
then, fine.
Do I look too
It's a webcam. It's supposed to be natural. This is
But-
behind the scenes. John and Leo, please take your places.
Will do.
Yes. And PCP, everyone, pre-curtain preparation.
And I'm going to go to the marker you put down.
And remember, everybody, who am I? Where am I coming from?
I don't think that was determined.
Katie, is the webcam still on?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, all you can bring to the show is who you are.
That's right.
The guys on the bus
Shut up, guys.
have a 24-hour webcam.
They're crazy.
I love these guys. They should come to Skidmore.
I love this.
Shut up, guys.
Listen.
Look at John.
Look at Leo.
Look at all of them.
Burton, I feel like I'm in show business heaven. I'm seeing like a kitchenette.
No, that's the kitchenette on the bus.
Oh, that's a kitchenette. What's that?
It's still a kitchenette.
Wait, what?
They act like they're
What's
dying.
Katie,
What?
Okay.
a priest, a rabbi.
They're all over the place. What is wrong with them?
carbon monoxide?
It all looks very, very...
It's lethal.
Why do you say that? You mean lethal as in lethal? Why would you use that term? Why would...
Because it kills people.
Gives you a headache. That's all it does.
Yes.
You said that to me. That's what you told me, a headache.
Right before it kills you.
My grandmother's calling me into the light. I'm fading.
You sound the same to me.
I sound the same. It's easier for me to hear because I'm closer to my mouth.
It should be harder for you to hear yourself from an acoustic point of view.
So suddenly you're the acoustic expert.
I understand acoustics. That doesn't mean...
Is this what they mean when they say a peaceful death?
I can't really answer that one because I'm still alive.
It's rhetorical, you idiot. Johnny, give me your hand.
Here it is, pal.
Ow. I think you hit the camera, John.
No, I
Jason, fix this now. Solve this problem immediately.
Too late, sir.
Oh my God. They're gone. It's over, Jason.
Anyone who says that hospital food is bad is nuts.
They've never eaten in this hospital.
No. Is it corn and mixed greens?
No, that's barium.
That's why I'm glowing.
I just feel fantastic.
You know, I kind of feel the same way.
I feel like the happiest man in the world.
I know who you're thinking of.
Who?
Me.
And this is what you do. You have to automatically be the happier.
I didn't say happier. I said happiest.
There can't be two happiest men in the world.
What does it say on the front of my hospital gown?
St. John's Hospital.
Happiest men in the world.
Well, thank you very much, because now I don't feel good at all.
Katie actually said something to me that...
When was that?
She said, you and I, the two most competitive people she's ever seen, especially you.
Now I feel worse than any man that ever lived.
Well, not as bad as this guy.
Now you see?
Hi.
You know what I'm incredibly relieved about?
What's that?
That you didn't see me in my hospital gown. It's not a good look for me.
You really have to have them custom fit.
I'll tell you, that was the most comfortable night I've spent in a month.
You like hospitals?
You know, just everything's better than a Ford Escort.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Burton.
So, you know, I'm in the back, so it's hard
I forgot
to see
that's
me.
where you go at night. Burton,
Yeah.
when I was in art school, I lived in my geoprism.
You had a geoprism?
Yeah.
Wow.
I could sleep there.
No, that's not a good idea.
Oh, I didn't mean the two of us.
Oh,
I meant, you know, we could swap.
No, I
Okay.
It wasn't about that.
Yeah.
How you feeling, baby?
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? You're looking at me weird. I mean, you always
This
look...
is how I always look at you.
Ugh.
This is how I used to look at you. We're gonna get through this.
Who's we? Nothing happened to me. You know that.
I know, you're such a good actress. I almost believed it myself.
Hey, how come I don't know you? Yeah, you look great. Not you, honey, your father.
Tanya, you don't want to smoke while you're filling the tank. You know, just if you did. That's what I was trying to say.
Shh, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine.
I'll tell you why I called this meeting.
I think we have to do it properly. I think Katie has to do a roll call.
Let's do the roll call.
We can all look around and see that we're all here.
I used to love the roll call. What's happened to you?
We used to call you roll call Katie.
I don't remember you ever calling me that.
Not to you. Okay, I'm proposing that we install a live camera so that people who love Explosion Bus can watch my every move.
Why would people only want to watch you?
I'm going to take questions at the end.
No.
Excuse me?
You just said your every move.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did. You just said that.
Who asked you, high pants?
Leo, you did say it. It's not a big deal.
Thanks, John.
He gets thanks?
Think how loyal people would be after living with us.
That's what I said.
And who would know more about loyal than you, John?
Thank you, Kitty. And I think here are some of the moments that people would...
Tanya is taking forever. I don't see her out there anywhere.
Take it easy, Tanya. It had to be this way. I'll take the tape off. But if you make any noise, I'm putting it back on again.
Okay.
All right.
I am gonna kill you.
Let's try this again.
You are such a dick.
You wouldn't have listened to me if I had just tried talking to you, right?
No, I wouldn't, because you're an idiot.
All I want to do is tell you something.
Normal people send a text message, Brad.
I just had to tell you something. And I'll untie you now, too.
Well, you don't have to untie me.
It's like that time we went to Cape May.
Do you remember our safe word?
I think we ought to call the authorities. This does not feel right.
He loves that word, authorities.
Hey, we're not calling anybody yet.
Well, then how are the authorities going to find out?
We don't know what happened.
That's right.
It's only been 15 minutes. She's not a missing person.
Statistically, if you don't find the person within the first 15 minutes...
Permission to wonder aloud?
Go ahead, Leo.
If you're like me, you've all wondered, is Tanya working a second job as a prostitute?
Leo, she's not a prostitute.
I saw her taking a whore's bath in the sink.
We live on a bus.
I think I know my way around a woman well enough.
This is completely inappropriate.
You know what's inappropriate is Leo asking Burton for permission to wonder.
Really? Who should he ask?
Well, that would be me.
Oh, is it?
So the little British guy calls me, and he wants me to mess you guys up.
What British guy?
Wilson, you know,
The Wilson?
He doesn't want it to be messy, and he doesn't want it coming back to him, but he wants me to hurt you.
Why?
I don't know. I think he wanted to kill you, but he didn't have the Jumanjis.
Cojones.
So I played along with him, but I recorded every phone call.
You did?
Mm-hmm. And now he thinks I'm gonna almost kill you inside your bus. Think about it. A little blackmail.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. A little extortion.
Wow.
A little excruciating.
Wait.
One of us is going to have to take on this Brad guy. I probably am the likely candidate.
Really?
Why does that strike you as funny?
Oh, I don't know.
Burton, I need to do what needs... Hello? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll wait right here.
Who is it?
It's Brad.
Tell him we'll be on the bus, not out at the picnic table. I'm getting chilly. You know, or we could be outside if that's what he wants. But you know, for me, I'd say inside.
Brad, can you put Tanya on the phone for 1 sec, just so I know she's okay?
We love you, Tanya.
Yeah, all right. Get off me, hippie.
Tanya, what's going on?
Look, fella, I'm not the kind of guy who backs down. You should know that. You are barking up the wrong tree.
No. Brad did not kidnap me. I mean, he did, but it was like the fun kind.
I can explain all of this.
Brad, how do you like your coffee?
Black.
Will do.
Brad, tell everybody what you've told me.
This is a go.
That is correct. We are a go. And then I never want to hear your voice again.
That is incredible. What?
And he had the nerve to ask me to be a guest judge. That bastard.
So I got the idea. Why don't we make Wilson think I went through with the plan, and we could blackmail him?
For lots of money.
Is the exchange rate involved here? Because he...
Money problems? Over.
Blackmail? Not only is it illegal, it is wrong.
Katie's absolutely right. We can't do this.
Sometimes blackmail can be a good thing, like emotional blackmail.
Right, just be quiet. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to call the police.
Easy there. I don't think anybody wants to get the cops involved.
Yeah?
Let's just get the dude's money.
Yes.
No police.
No blackmail.
No police.
Leo, what is going on here?
Brad has just identified the alpha male of the bus.
Yeah, but what's going on here?
You know what I think?
Hang on, Katie. This is tricky territory.
No, what do you think, Katie?
Wilson's a bad man. He's dangerous. And I wouldn't mind giving that guy a scare. Let's just scare the crap out of him.
Teach him a lesson, huh?
Little bit.
Show him the business end of the bus.
You're the business end.
So yeah, we could give him a scare. We video ourselves dying, and then we make sure Wilson sees it.
On our new 24-hour webcam.
You see, this is why I suggested the 24-hour video cam. Tanya, you have not witnessed a well-staged death until you've witnessed mine.
He's not exaggerating.
Well,
Leo did a production. This is for second graders of the Jonestown Massacre.
I was going through a dark time myself.
Hello, Wilson.
Dexter.
I told him my name was
I
Dexter.
don't know what's going on. Are they dead? Are they alive? We had a plan.
The plan was for me to fill the bus with carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide for headaches, that was all, and maybe a small crash of the bus.
And my name's not even Dexter.
You are so hot right now.
All our conversation, I recorded them.
You recorded me? You... I don't know what you are.
And we're going to hang on to the recordings in case you
And who is this?
need to be reminded.
Reminded of what?
You shouldn't take us for granted because we're on a bus and you're not.
You need to be reminded of something.
Hang up right now.
Oh my God, Jason. What have you done?
You're asking what I have done.
Yes, you.
Have.
In a sense, this was all your plan.
I think you're the one on tape.
So, a mutiny.
Sir.
A defection.
I'm still on your side.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jason. That's
one piece of good news. We do have someone on the inside.
And who might that be?
Me.
Well, that could be a good thing. We are quite a team, aren't we?
Wow, 8 million views. How did that happen?
That's more people than have ever been alive.
I love how you slur your speech there.
Yeah. Well, that was a choice.
The work you do is seamless.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And if I may embarrass you for a moment, and
Please.
then you can go back to embarrassing me.
Okay.
The way you kind of look like you're clutching for life. You know, it's almost sad that your actual death, God forbid, won't be as realistic as what I'm seeing up there. Not as convincing.
Not as convincing.
In death, you'll be pushing the moments and playing the emotion. Whereas here, you're so in the character.
I'm just rolling with it.
I like right there. See what you're doing there?
Right. I think death is just your body's way of telling you that your life is over.
I never thought of it like that.
Look, here's what we're gonna do to get us the money to keep this bus rolling. We are gonna do advertisements.
Burton, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea.
Advertisements. Leo, you and John are gonna produce a series of 30-second ads that are going to run on our next show.
We are?
We are?
Oh, yeah.
Who wants us to advertise for them?
I'll tell you who. No one.
I like it.
Yet. But after they see your ad, they'll pay us.
Who are you talking about?
Tell them, Burton.
You, Leo, are a genius.
Thank you.
You write a brilliant ad for Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Coca-Cola.
You can do it.
I don't want any interference from the client.
They don't even know you're doing it.
Okay.
How do I fit into this?
Coke's gonna come to us.
Oh, I forgot. It was Leo that wrote the first M&M's campaign. That wasn't me.
I got news for you. It's
Melts in your intestines, not in your esophagus. We could actually get a couple of Cokes just to get the juices flowing.
Very good. Use the product.
Yeah. Can we get a couple of Cokes, please?
Is Pepsi going to be okay? We don't have Coke.
Let's just have Pepsi so we don't have to pay another quarter for the meter.
Can you pretend that it's Coke?
Look, I can read the yellow pages, pretend it's the white pages.
I feel like it's a little bit duplicitous to be promoting Coca-Cola while we're drinking Pepsi.
You're right. You're more method.
Well,
and I'm more kind of, I go from the outside in, you go from the inside out. Maybe we should skedaddle.
Okay, you think she'll notice? Come on in. This is the bus.
Thank you.
We work here, we live here, and what else do we do? We work here and we live here. Yeah, I think that's it. Before I forget, Miriam, are you single?
Yes.
And you have how many children?
None. I'm 11.
I was confusing you because last week we had a 12-year-old come in. Forgive me, I'm being rude here. Please sit down and Katie, can you get them something to drink, please? Miriam, you enjoy singing.
I do.
And what's your favorite note? What kind of songs do you like to sing?
Everything from like pop to the national anthem.
America's?
Yes. Actually, I've been able to sing it at a professional sports stadium on the Jumbotrons.
The Jumbotron is great, but I wouldn't try to compare it to what we're doing here. We have an international organization here, and
I was on TV.
Yeah, well, that's terrific.
I'm not saying I'm more famous than you. I mean, obviously.
So what are you saying then?
I'm just telling you my singing experience.
Yeah, but why? What?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah. What song do you think you'd like to sing?
Probably the national anthem. I mean...
Do you like to belt it out? Do you want to...
Mr. Gold, I'm really sorry if my voice is a little nasally right now. Last week, I had an allergic reaction, and this is really gross. As I was throwing up, some food got launched in my nose. Oh, say, can you see by the
Is that a good key for you? Because you can start anywhere you want. What's the next line by the...
By the dawn's early light, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
No, that was really good. That was...
That's all you got for her? That was great.
People sing that in grade school. Every day. It's kind of a requirement of being an American to sing the national.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I apologize to both of you. I've just been under so much pressure. I think I'm a pretty good auditioner. What would you say, Miriam?
You know, I've always wanted to be in the beverage industry. I can't wait to make this ad and show it to Burton.
Your whole world revolves around pleasing Burton.
That's not true. Couple of Cokes?
We have Pepsi.
They just have Pepsi. She said it like we wanted Pepsi. Pepsi?
Yeah, we can use that when we're promoting Coke.
I think we're kind of butting our head against the wall. Is Pepsi okay?
I want to say it doesn't make a big difference, but I don't want to lie to myself.
You're right. Let's try another place. And also, have you seen the men's room? Miss?
Hey, Leo, why don't we ask for Pepsis? Because I
You know I love your fun side, but do me a favor. Reel it in. This is serious business. Ma'am, 2 Cokes, please.
Sorry, I was trying to enjoy myself.
No, it's not that. It's just that we're here to do work, and let's leave the ego at the door.
Hey, thanks, Katie. Should I just go in and...
Yeah, come on in.
Hey.
Luke, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I apologize for this tight space we're working in.
Should I sit on the bed or right here and by you?
Luke, I'm guessing you have hundreds of questions about the explosion bus.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold back. Katie tells me that you do comedy in front of a live audience.
Sure.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you do some of your material.
Should I sit to the side and face you?
I think if you're comfortable, just pretend I'm not here.
Great. So I followed my girlfriend here. We met on eHarmony. She is absolutely fantastic. She sends funniest emails and text messages. Frankly, I can't wait to meet her in person. I quit my job in corporate America recently, and I've had a lot of time to think about things like, why did I quit my job? One of the reasons I didn't make it so well in corporate America was because I didn't do so well with all these things people say, like, hey, we'll reach out, touch base. I thought these people were making these things up, so I decided to go ahead and make up a few of my own. Mike, are we still humping the goose on that Williams account?
Hey, Luke, I'm going to step out of the room, but you keep going. This stuff is great.
But isn't the point of the audition, I thought, was...
So just...
it would really mean so much more to me if you were in the room.
Okay, I'll stay. Obviously, it's about you.
Now I feel like you're staying because I asked you to stay.
I am.
Well, this is going to be tough to...
Nope, just do the comedy, please.
I was from New York before this, and New York is a funny place. And
for me, the weird thing about New York was I did a benefit at the United Nations, and I met Boutros Boutros-Ghali and his wife, Beatrice Boutros. I had the couscous.
Jonathan, clearly you're a more seasoned comedian.
Well, thank you. You don't, thank you so much.
Than I am. But I really, if we could, I'd love to finish.
I got a little off track, A
couple weeks ago, I was at a dinner, and it took 2.5 hours for our meal to arrive. I actually ate a mandarin orange and learned the Mandarin language in the time it took for our meal to arrive. This is true.
Look, this may seem petty, but wouldn't it take a lot more than 2.5 hours to learn Mandarin?
Yeah, John, it would. That was...
You want to maintain a certain plausibility on stage. Your material is so strong, and I hope you don't mind if you just let yourself out.
That sounds great. I just... I wonder, is Katie seeing anyone? Do you know?
I certainly don't want to embarrass you, but at this point, Katie is quite interested in me.
How is your relationship with Katie going now, would you say?
It's kind of like, you ever see the movie Avatar?
I've not, actually, but I know...
What's the movie you have seen recently?
My Cousin Vinny?
Yeah, it's like that.
John, I was up all night. I had kind of an epiphany. Our near-death experience has made a new man out of me.
When you say our near-death experience,
yes.
Are you talking about the night that we pretended to be dead?
Yes.
Well...
You know, John, I looked at my watch while we were pretending to be dead.
When you looked at your watch, what time was it?
That's not the point.
When you die, your watch stops.
Really?
That's just a well-known medical fact.
John, I'm chuckling because it's hard for people who haven't been there to understand what I'm trying to say. When you meet the Creator face to face...
Of the universe?
It does something to you.
Yeah.
Can I describe what you looked like? I saw your spirit leave your body.
I think...
I've seen a lot of things leave your body, but nothing like this.
I'm just not buying it, Leo.
Well, then why don't you burn in hell then, John? What just happened to me?
You pretended to be speaking in tongues.
Oh, God, I gotta go lay down.
Yeah, you are laying down.
Abahiga.
Now you're making some sense.
Oh, I'm late for church.
Church?
Come with me, John.
If the concern of your bus was family entertainment, maybe you'd like to comment on this police radio transmission from 3 years ago.
We are seeing unusual, potentially disruptive, I guess you would call it cult behavior.
You know, we don't use the word cult anymore.
The explosion bus is painted on the left side.
Explosion Bus has become a cult favorite, and it's not just one cult, it's all the cults.
Would you prefer the word religion? Is that what your bus was becoming? A religion?
I myself have many questions about religion.
Really?
Let me give you an example. Why do they refer to Mary as such a saint in the Bible? It says very explicitly that Mary rode Joseph's ass all the way to Bethlehem.
You have no right to say such a thing.
You're right. That joke is the property of the late Ronnie Shakes, a fabulous comedian.
Mr. Gold?
You know, a friend of mine, and this is so typical of the guy, he found Christ and misplaced him like 20 minutes later. My own rabbi told me that he was having an affair, and I said, Rabbi, what about the 10 Commandments? And he said, John, nothing is carved in stone.
You guys bored? You want to play a game?
I was just having that dream where Danny Glover was chasing me with a catcher's mitt.
Such a talent.
He is a talent.
If you guys suggest something not stupid, I'll play it.
This is my favorite game to play. We used to play it on road trips with my art club.
Interesting. You never know somebody.
Okay, I'll go first. It was when Iggy tied me to a drain pipe and stuck a dirty handkerchief in my mouth.
Oh.
I'm over it.
Wow. I threw up on a conference table at Brad's parole hearing.
Oh my gosh.
They thought I was like the bulimic girlfriend.
Someone else had told me the joke. I thought it was just a cute little...
What's the joke?
Oh, I don't know if I can repeat it now.
Oh, yes, you can.
This is us.
There was a drunk minister announcing to his congregation a Peter pulling contest at St. Taffy's next week, and oh, God.
Oh.
I went to Catholic school.
I don't get it.
Usually you pull taffy, not Peters.
You think that's bad? My dad took me water skiing. I got sunstroke. I was burned to a crisp. And the only thing I could wear was my mother's silk shorty kimono. This is a long time ago. I want to say 28.
Leo, it's as natural as...
That's not the embarrassing part. Look at your faces. I didn't really wear my mother's kimono. I couldn't think of anything embarrassing to say, that's all.
It's fine, we still...
Who's up to go over to that strip club we passed it?
You don't have to.
Sometimes I don't even know what part of the breast I like better. Is it the backs or the tips?
What?
Woo! Candy!
Ah, look at her. Candy, you're not bad for my teeth.
What?
I get it.
Woo!
Yeah!
This is really depressing.
She's just fallen on hard times, let's say that.
Do I shout, are those real? Or is that real?
It depends on where you're pointing.
We have to get seats right at the bar.
That's how I like to do it.
Come on, you guys.
What if there's eye contact?
It's so humiliating to women, and I, for one, would never go into a public place for the purposes of seeing naked women. You know, and our poor little Katie is just...
You know, I actually think it might be kind of fun to go. Don't you, Burton?
Oh, yeah. The female body's beautiful in all its forms, and...
Great. Let's go.
So, sorry, John, that you're going to have to wait out here and...
No, you know what? I'm going to wait backstage, and if you need me, you can just text me.
You'd never consider going into a strip club, so we'll just see you back at the bus.
I guess.
You made your bed, lay in it.
No, I'm glad I'm not going to be in there.
Well, good. See you at the end of the night.
Next up, Candy.
Woo! Candy!
Yeah, Candy!
Burton, it's okay if you look. Let's have some fun.
I'm having fun.
You're not even looking.
I'm listening. The candy looks cold. Not because of the rigidity.
You are adorable.
Happy, Leo?
I wish I had my emergency pants.
Where's that big flirt we all know?
Hey, Candy. I love your front up there.
Oh, Leo, you're such a bad boy.
Don't I know it? You should see me with downloading a film.
Candy is pointing at the champagne room and looking at you.
At me?
She wants to give you a private dance.
Oh, man, that's so true. She's going to be your private dancer.
No, I think she...
Leo, open your eyes.
She's definitely looking right at you.
Whoa,
Are you kidding me?
She is.
She's staring at you.
Hi, Candy, dear. Wonderful performing.
The champagne might be nice.
You need to get moving.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Bye, Leo.
Good luck.
Hey, you know what? It's cold in here if you want to cover up.
You so feminine. You kind of flamboyant.
Well, I do have a...
You smell like a woman.
Thank you. Did you ever see Ingmar Bergman?
Show me
That champagne is good. Candace?
No, it's
short for Candace?
It's Candy, baby.
Candy. Where are you from, darling?
Baby, wherever you want me to be from.
Okay. How about Oklahoma? By the way, have you ever heard the entire score from Oklahoma? You know, there's a song...
It's my favorite.
Oh, the ranchers and the farmers should get along. Sing with me. Oh, the ranchers and the...
Shh. What do you want?
I've got to be honest with you. I know what's going on here, and I've got to tell you, I give my heart too easily.
Why are you so sensitive?
And if we were to get involved, I know what would happen. We've got to be bigger than the sum of our parts, especially in your case.
Are you a wealthy man?
Oh, well,
Are you going to pay for this dance?
Pay? I see you're hurt, and I understand that.
You got some money?
How much was it?
It's $400.
$400?
$400.
Sure.
I really like you. I really do.
Well, I like you too,
This
Candy.
ain't about finances. You know, I just want to
No.
spend time. I want to spend some time.
Tell me about your folks. My heart cries out for companionship, and yet I've put a wall up.
Oh.
I've been hurt so many times.
I ain't gonna hurt you, baby.
Well, you got 10 pounds on me. You know, here on Explosion Bus, we have a lot of fun with the vagina, but what isn't so much fun is it's a hotbed for bacteria, ladies and gentlemen.
You. Hit me.
Hello? I believe I've just heard the lovely voice of a woman named Tanya.
Who are you talking from?
You might know my voice from a little show we call Monster Talent. In addition to being a very sexy young thing, you know the value of $1. Can we be more specific? $5,000. All for destroying a recording that might look incriminating to some. Sounds appealing?
You
Yes.
are a pathetic, slimy Euro weenie.
Well, that's quibbling, isn't it?
Dickwad.
Yes. Aha.
Ma'am, there's only 3 ways really to fold a handkerchief. The one corner fold, the 2 corner fold, and the presidential fold.
If I might, you don't want to forget the casual fold, sometimes called the puffy fold.
Truer words, sir. You're a man of culture, which is a rare thing in these parts.
And you are not from around here either.
It's probably my accent.
No, I know who you are. You're famous. I've been looking for you, specifically.
I am flattered by that.
I'm on a mission. I want to give you something. A gift from Wilson Simone. You perhaps know of his show?
I will not consider anything from that man.
He would like you to destroy a certain death recording.
Money, luggage, or anything.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
How dare you?
And Leo, in exchange for this, we offer you $5,000.
Well, I'm not saying it's not generous, but still.
Has anyone else noticed that Leo seems really tense?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. He's acting quite different.
I think I know him a little better than you, and he's not tense.
He's very tense.
I've seen that. That's what you're talking about.
So I'm right.
Good morning, everyone.
Leo, you seem so tense.
Not at all. I love this bus and all of you.
We love you too, Leo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the love of my life. Sweetheart! Come, return to my arms.
Good morning.
Whoa.
What?
You are the Candy.
You're the one that goes woo a lot.
Yeah, that's me.
She's a great wooer.
Where's the facilities? Because I got to get my hygienics.
Okay, here's what happened. And this is so typical of me. The other night, right after I got through paying for sexual intercourse with Candy, it turns out she got busted. So what do? I mean, I just had my penis in her vagina. So I go down, I bail her out of the slammer.
Wow.
And I had it all the way in, too.
How much is that?
All of it.
No, to bail somebody out.
Burton, I'm not one of those people who likes to talk about money. I think it's vulgar.
It was $5,000. It was my third offense.
What?
$5,000?
I get it all back when she's acquitted.
No, you don't, honey. I get it.
I came into some money and...
You haven't spoken to your lovely family in over 6 years.
Did I say my family?
$5,000. That number rings a bell.
What's this about you and me and sexual
Come
religion?
over here for a sec. I'm working with Candy. Aren't I, sweetheart?
What are you and Candy working on?
I'm about to save Candy's spiritual soul.
I've been through some real detrimenous times, and Leo has a lot of... He speaks the truth.
I didn't know you were such a spiritual person.
Leo is one of the most spiritual people I've ever met. Spirituality. This is just a side of you I've never seen.
I'm not going to apologize for that.
I'm not...
No. And I'm not saying you're... No. I am going to say this. All these earthly possessions we've gathered around ourselves, the bus, well, I guess just the bus, but they're meaningless because we're going to go to a world where...
I think you've been getting so much misinformation about Nebraska.
No, I'm talking about the afterlife. John, I had an epiphany, and I didn't even know what the word epiphany meant. I had to look it up. I went to the wrong thing at first and looked up Gene Pitney. Do you know he had 7 number ones in 1962?
I did.
You did know. The other night, I poured myself one of those little cups of NyQuil. Then I got sort of lost, and I was watching this documentary on Gallagher, and I couldn't remember if I took NyQuil, so I took another NyQuil.
It's not so unusual.
I was a little logy, so I took a third NyQuil. Long story short, by midnight, I had 6 or 7 cups of NyQuil. All of a sudden, all of the really big Nazi players of the Nuremberg trial were standing at the foot of my bed. And you know how heavy Goering is.
Later in life, yeah.
Yeah, I realized there has to be a force greater in the universe than me.
How did you get from the Nuremberg trial to a belief in God, for lack of a better word?
Look at our lives, for example. This couldn't just happen.
Let me ask you more specifically about this.
Mm-hmm.
How does this force play out in the scenario with Candy?
Great question. Let's cut away and sell something and come right back and I'll answer it. But no, seriously, I might have been put here for an even greater purpose than to be on the explosion bus.
You're describing blind faith.
There you go. At times I feel like just going out and helping the infirmed, like some kid with a leg coming out of his back.
Do you think this whole explosion bus thing might be going to your head?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Getting a feeling. Do not take a hot air balloon ride before Friday.
And why is that?
I can't explain.